And we are live! Hi everyone! Hi Void. I'm so exhausted from the last stream still. Why did I think it was a good idea to stream for 6 hours? My model agrees. It's about to fall apart. So yeah, I want a shorter stream today. I'm not gonna finish this case in one fell swoop. Even if it is only 2 hours, I will take that. Just please. I don't wanna go to bed at like 1 AM anymore. That wasn't the time I had to go to bed, but finishing my dinner at 9 wasn't the plan either, but okay. With that all unsettled with, we have one more case to finish before I can truly say I played all the 6 mainline Ace Attorney games, plus the investigations games. And that case will be Turnabout Time Traveler, what I have heard. I have to... Museum, what? Okay. Why was it on a museum? I don't get it. Yeah, special episode right here. Don't look at the picture, it spoils stuff. Okay. Special episode. Turnabout Time Traveler. Let's see what this will bring. Oh god, a blimp. Really, guys? Blimps really aren't good.
I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back. Back to that
oh god.
Moment.
What? Oh no. Wait, what?
It's almost time for the reception, milady.
Oh no.
It actually really worked.
Oh no. That doesn't bode well. Great Scott indeed. September 21st. 10:13 AM. Write Anything Agency. A couple months later. Missed the final trial, shame. You can... Sorry, Sylph. You can still watch the replay if you want. And if I finally get down to it, I'll post the VOD, but... Ugh, I'm behind on those yet again. But hey, you're here now for the DLC episode. I hope this will be just as good. Already done so. Okay, was it good at least? Did I meet your expectations? I don't know. It was just a freaking good it was a freaking good trial though. So good, I wanted to finish it even though I streamed for 6 hours. Why did I do that to myself? Okay, anyway, new trial. Okay, let me make sure I've got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand, then blow out the candle? Oh god. Trucy, what do you have Athena do? Sheesh. No, Athena. You've got it all wrong. You do a backflip through a ring of fire while holding a candle in your mouth. Oh god, Trucy. What are you doing to her? There's no way I'll ever be able to do that. Sure you can. I believe in you, Athena. Trucy, what are you and Athena up to? Athena's agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I couldn't say no to some extra cash, but I probably should have thought it through first. Now it's human cannibal this, guillotine that. It's not like I have 9 lives, you know. You made your bet, Athena. Now you've got a lie in it. Hey, at least you're getting paid. Apollo wasn't getting paid. He was just being forced to do it. No, I'm too young to be taking out a life insurance policy already. My name is Phoenix Wright. Yes, for the last time, my man. I'm the head of this law office. And since when did you become the head of this office, Daddy? I mean, who exactly does all the cleaning, accounting, and scheduling around here, huh? You got me there, Trucy. This is Trucy Wright. She's my adopted daughter and a magician. And I'm Athena Sykes, the rising star of the Write Anything Agency. Or rather, the rising star assistant to Trucy, you mean. don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm going to forget everything I've ever learned. Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't exactly had any clients lately, have we? Business is as slow as ever, huh, Nick? Who? Bet you made more money back when you played the piano. Huh? Yo, long time no see! Oh my god, Larry? Oh my god, how long has it been? Larry? Look at his outfit! It fits him perfectly! That doesn't mean it's a good suit, it's awful! It's tacky as heck, but it fits him perfectly! Oh my god, how long has it been? Larry? Oh my god, the music! Oh my god! The memory lane wasn't over yet! Larry wasn't back yet! I haven't seen you in years! What brings you here all of a sudden? Some big news, that's what. Oh, you got yourself involved in another case, huh? Okay. Who's this guy, boss? This is Larry Butts. He's, well, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. Very old friend. So, Larry, what's so big that you had to come and tell me in person? There's somebody I want you to meet. Hey, you could come in now. Alright. What? How do you do? Hi? That dress, is that a wedding dress? Yes, that's the woman who experienced time traveling. Yes, it is. My name is Ellen Wyatt. I'm a domestic servant, a maid of the Sprocket household. Sprocket? As in Sprocket Aviation? Yes, that's the one. Wow, Mr. Wright, Sprocket Aviation is a really big airline company. You've heard of Rainbow Airlines, right? The one they call RAL for short? Yeah, that does sound familiar. Well, it's run by Sprocket Aviation. I see. But what is a Sprocket family maid doing here in a wedding dress? So, actually, we've decided to get married. That's not true. That's not true. My guy, you are not getting married in a blimp with her. That's not true. You what? I'm not so young anymore, you know? Yeah, how old are you? I figured it's time to finally settle down. My guy, you've been trying to settle down since the moment we met. It has never worked. Ever. I do not think you are getting married. What? You're getting married? No way. I don't believe it. Besides, she's way too pretty for Larry. Why would someone as well put together as her choose someone as flaky as Larry? You're kidding, right? Jealous? I don't blame ya, but Grid's really not your color, you know? Alright, Larry. Lay it on me. Getting married. In all seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married? Not right away, but that's the plan. We're gonna elope, see? Like, love on the run, I guess you could say. Is that right, Ellie? No. No. Larry, I do believe there's been a major misunderstanding here. My heart already belongs to another. I'm in love with Soren. Not you. Sir, what? Wow, you really were put out of the loop, huh? So that's about what I thought. But Ellie, baby, aren't you running away with me so we could get married? No. As I said, you misunderstand. You said you'd help me escape. That's the only reason I ran away with you. Oh my god. The sprite is just as horrifying in 3D. This is not happening. I even shook off the police for you. And for what? That's it. If we can be together, my life is over. I'm gonna end it all. Whoa! Too fast, man. Wait, back up. Did you say you shook off the police? Yes, we had to, because we're lovers on the lam. Sorry, Miss Wyatt, but can you maybe fill me in on what's going on? To tell the truth, I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect. Murder? They think you killed somebody? I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so the suspicion fell onto me. They had me confined in a separate room. And that's when Larry came along and helped me escape. I'm sorry, but what? Larry successfully got a jailbreak. What? How? Oh, Nick! Me and Ellie were going to elope. We were gonna put all on the line for true love. The police tried to stop us, so we had to scramble to shake him off. Where did we all go wrong? I feel a migraine coming on. You and me both, Phoenix. Please help me. The police are sure to be intensifying their search. Look, it's even on TV. More news on the murder suspect and an unidentified man on the run from the police. A photo of the suspect, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has just been released by the police. Sources say that the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim, 25-year-old Thomas Gloomsbury, to death in the wedding reception hall after her banquet. The two fugitives are said to be highly agitated and dangerous if you see them. You've gotta be kidding me. Well, good job, Phoenix. You're harboring criminals. Oh, brother. I guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fugitives here, huh? Yep. Oh, Nick, what's I gonna do? Ellie's dumped me hardcore. Oh, Larry, you're on the hunt. You're being hunted by the police. I'm the one who should be crying. I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been all this time? You mean you don't know? You've really got to stop living under a rock and get out more. I'm the hippest, hottest picture book author in the business. Laurice Donim? Oh my god, he actually managed to make something of himself? What? That's the biggest shock I've ever heard. He's actually an accomplished picture book author? Can't believe you didn't know that I'm taking the picture book world by storm. I am so surprised, but yeah, good job, Larry. You're actually accomplishing something in your life. Oh, but I know you. You're the one who wrote Francie's Whippity Whip Trip, right? Now that you mention it, I think I did hear something about a one-hit wonder. A one-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? I'll have you know I just created a brand new character. The Moderate Acclaim. He's mildly popular with 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere. Look, you can see his cute self all over this jacket. What? That heart-shaped pork shop? He's not a pork shop. He's the main character of my latest picture book. A lovable little soul who pierces the hearts of lovers with his arrows of amor. Cute Piglet. You can see this adorable fellow make his debut in Cute Piglet's Lovey-Dovey Lark. In stores now. Are you sure? Because I've never seen that book in stores. Now or never. Well, if you ever do see it, do me a favor and buy a copy or 10, will you? But I thought you were taking the picture book world by storm. Okay. He's not as successful as I thought. That's more in character. Like, well, you're doing something, Larry. Anywho, you'll defend Ellie in court, right, buddy? Please, I'm begging you. I didn't murder anyone. I swear I'm as clean and pure as this pure white dress. No psyche locks. I guess that means she's telling the truth. But helping a fugitive on the run? What am I getting myself into? There's actually one more thing I really need to tell you. Oh? You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I'm a time traveler. Huh? I'm not sure I follow. After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. But then, in that instant, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck, and I went back in time to just before the reception started. Only this time around, the man who was trying to kill me was already dead, And somehow, I became the suspect for his murder. It's as if history had been rewritten. No, wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that... Oh god, they found us! What's going on? Mr. Wright! There are police cars outside! Just one or two, but a whole bunch! Well, good job, Larry. You're gonna be put in maximum security. Oh my god, the riot police. Daddy, a whole squad of officers has a building surrounded. What? This is the police. There is no escape. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up. Ah! Nick, what do we do? Surrender, you idiots. Heck if I know. See a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3... 44, 45. Wow, talk about overkill. Listen here, you criminals. Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. I'm sure this isn't how they raised you. Think about their smiling faces and their warm home-cooked meals. Ah, who in the heck are you? A detective? Now hold on there. Hey, you can't go in there. It's too dangerous. Wait! Huh? Is everyone okay in here, Mr. Wright? Oh, Emma. I thought for a second it would have been Gumshoe. That would have made it complete, but no. Sorry, Emma. It's good to see you and all, but I wanted Gumshoe. Emma? I'm sorry for all the commotion. So what in the world is going on? Well, I raced over as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butts who'd holed himself up in here. With the murder suspect after he made off with her. And the fleet of patrol cars? Police are being extra careful. Because apparently a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back, I have a bomb!" Larry? Larry? You are an idiot. You are such an idiot. Sure you can guess what I'm talking about. Well, the police were being so persistent, I had to do something. So I tried bluffing. You know, like you do in court, Nick. That's not the same thing, Larry, and you freaking know it. Please leave me out of this. Oh my god. Well, Mr. Wright, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So if you want to talk with her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center. I suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry. Come on, Nick. We gotta get down to the detention center right away. Listen, Larry. I haven't even decided whether I'm going to take on this case or not. But I know you will. Because it's you! Not after you threatened to have... Not after you threatened, like, a siege, Larry. Guess I've got no choice but to tag along and help then. What? It's skip out on me? You've only just started practicing your repertoire, you know. Huh? You better stay in practice with Trucy, Athena. Promise is a promise, after all. That's cold, boss. You gotta get me out of this. I can't take it anymore. Let's get practicing, Athena. Next up is some training for the water tank escape trick. Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes. No! Stop! I'm begging you! Well... Ah, she's getting away! Get back here, Athena! Good old Trucy. I love my daughter. He's just happy that he's not the subject of her experiments anymore. The subject of her magic acts, not experiments. Guess the only person cut out to be Trucy's assistant is Apollo. Yeah, but we know why. Well, guess we better get to the detention center and ask Miss Wyatt some questions. Especially about that whole time-traveling business he was talking about. Yes! She's so calm, even now. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Wyatt, would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Nick is gonna defend you, Ellie. Isn't that great? Larry, I told you I haven't decided yet. What? you're not going to take my case? Oh! Ah! I'm never gonna be happy! Oh! Miss Wyatt? What the? I did something wrong? Ah! Miss Wyatt, please calm down. I'm innocent, I tell you. But the police won't believe me. And neither will anyone else. I'm gonna die all alone in a jail cell! Oh, poor woman. Alright, I'll do it. I'll take your case. Just please stop crying. Really? You will? The fact that Larry was the one who brought you to me had me a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me. Oh, thank you! Ah! Thanks, Nick. I knew you'd come through. Yeah. It's not because of you, you idiot. Did I really have a choice? I guess not. In any case, it doesn't seem like Miss Wyatt's killed anybody. Plus, it's not like I'm up to my ears in work at the moment. I mean, true. Miss Wyatt, Ellen, let's do this together. Ah! Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright! There, it's going to be okay. Let's try to pull yourself together. All right, just give me a moment. Whoa, all makeup. Oh my god. I'm truly grateful to you for taking my defense, Mr. Wright. Sure, no problem. Wow, she literally pulled herself together. I am very impressed and terrified. Ellen, please tell me everything you can about the incident. All right. It happened after the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury. Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim in that news report? Maybe I should listen to what she has to say first, though, before I start asking questions. How dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blushing bride? What a creep! That's rich coming from you. Do you have any idea why he's attacking you? No, but what? Well, to tell the truth, Mr. Gloomsbury didn't seem very happy about me getting married. Is she jealous much? What a loser! Mr. Gloomsbury had forced me onto the Vista deck and was going to push me off. Oh, how frightening it all was. I was just about to lose my life on what should have been the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant. That pendant? Yes, it was a gift from my husband-to-be, Soren. He said it's a symbol of our love. So you made a wish on it. Now you may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but... I begged the pendant, please, take me back to that blissful moment. And do you know what? It worked! It brought me back to just before the reception started. So that's the time-traveling thing you mentioned back in my office? I'm sorry, but I have to say, it's pretty unbelievable. Unbelievable?! Oh no, here she goes again. I knew you'd never believe me! Nick! Ellie here is an honest-to-goodness time traveler. Stop pointing at me. Don't you believe your own clients? The magic of that pendant sent her back in time before the creep could kill her. Stop pointing at me. Sure, Larry. Sure. But it's really true, I tell you. This pendant is an important part of the time machine Soren made. I begged it for help, and it really did send me back in time. Is she listening to herself? I even experienced the reception again, even though we'd already held it once before. And during it, everyone there acted as if nothing unusual was happening at all. Could you not cook while we're talking, please? Alright, so when and how did she come under suspicion for murder? Well, after the reception ended, the second reception, I mean, I went back to the reception hall. Started cleaning up the place by myself.
Hold on. Cleaning? Why were you cleaning on your own wedding day?
For my last task as a servant of the Sprocket household, I offered to take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquet.
I see.
I started to move one of the decorative lanterns in the room, but it was so heavy I lost control of it, causing it to topple over and break open. That's when I saw Mr. Gloomsbury's dead body inside the lantern.
So you simply happened to be the first to discover the body, right?
That's right. I just came across it by accident. But I became confused and didn't know what to do. That's when some of my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion that I had killed him.
So this Gloomsbury guy tried to kill Ellen, then wound up dead himself after Ellen traveled back in time. A time machine and a magic pendant. How could any of this be possible? Ellie, why don't you tell Nick about that other thing too? About that shadowy figure you saw when you were being attacked? Oh no. Whoa, okay. I thought she was gonna break down at the thought, but no.
Yes, good idea, Larry.
So what's the shadowy figure you saw, Ellen?
It was when Mr. Gloomsbury was attacking me. Right after I made a wish upon this pendant, I started to pass out. Just then, just as I had lost consciousness, I saw somebody strike Mr. Gloomsbury from behind.
Ah. You did? Then that person must be the true culprit. Did you see who it was?
I'm afraid not.
Have you told anybody else about this?
I told some of my in-laws, but nobody took me seriously. They said it was all just a dream.
Can't exactly say I blamed them. I mean, time travel? Larry, for my peace of mind, please tell me that figure wasn't you. Of course it wasn't! Oh, Phoenix doesn't trust Larry at all. Ella saw a suspicious third party. So you and Larry here were never planning on getting married, right?
That's right. We've only had a few brief interactions, so I can't say I know him at all.
Oh, Ellie, how can you say that? You and me are bound by fate, I'm telling you. We're meant to be together. My guy, she's already married. What?
She's already married. You're wrong, Larry.
I've never been so right, baby. It's as flat as my goatee. There's a goatee on my chin. Larry, just get out of the room. Larry, don't make me send you to timeout. Now, can you tell me about the groom, Ellen? What's he like?
Oh my god. His name is Soren Sprocket. Oh, he's the most wonderful man. He is truly my destiny.
Did you say Soren Sprocket? As in...
That's right. The next president of Sprocket Aviation.
Wait, he's in line to take over the company. He's nothing but a rich, spoiled brat. I'm clearly the better choice. Clearly. No.
Larry, you and Soren are as different as night and day. There's no comparison.
Ellie, you're breaking my achy, breaky heart! So she's marrying into money, huh?
I can't believe Soren chose me. A simple house servant. He's my knight in shining armor. My prince. Oh, my Soren.
Guess if after all I can for now.
Spick and span! Spick and span!
Ellen, what are you doing?
I want to make everything clean and beautiful for when Soren comes. I can't have my future hubby come into a dirty room now, can I?
But that's not the room he's coming in, Ellen.
It has to be spotless, just like this white dress. Spick and span! Spick and span!
Let's hope we can wipe away all suspicion from you soon, too. Nick, we better get to the crime scene right away. Wait, you're coming too? Larry, the moment you step outside, you're going to be arrested. Of course I am. If I solve the crime and reveal that true killer with my super sleuthing skills, Ellie might change her mind about me, you know? No. You never get the message, do you, Larry? Nope, he never will. He never learns. Next up, the mooring dock is Sprocket Park. Come on, Nick, let's go! Oh boy. We're just being dragged along by Larry. Why a blimp, though? Blimps are dangerous. Doesn't anybody remember the blimp accidents? Doesn't anybody remember that blimps are very insufficient for travel? I mean, it's an aesthetic, I guess, but it's still very dangerous. So this is Sprocket Park. But where's the reception hall? The reception hall? Oh, that's the blimp. Whoa, looky there! What is it? I just want to be a cute mamacita! Ugh. Larry, I thought you were making something of yourself. But you are getting worse with every passing year. No wonder Nick didn't see you in 5 years. Hold on, where's the reception hall? Sorry, Nick, a man's gotta stop and smell the roses when they appear. I'm an artist after all. Oh, miss, yoo-hoo! Oh my god. I thought he was going to take me to the crime scene. Oh well, I'm sure he'll come slinking back when he inevitably gets rejected. I'll just take a quick look around until then. It's the blimp. Whoa, that airship is huge. Whoops, didn't mean to say that out loud. I've only ever seen airships like this up in the sky. Gotta say, they're mighty impressive when you can see them up close like this. Why is this map broken? Whoa, this thing's really banged up. You looking at the sign? They say it got damaged by the heavy winds yesterday. A big gust sent that bench flying into it. Well, that's what they're saying anyway. I see. The wind caused that. The wind caused that? More like a tornado. A paragraph was saying don't touch is dangerous. I see. Thanks for the heads up. Poor guy. Looks like it was a lot of work. And Larry's back. Hey, sorry about that. I actually thought you'd be back sooner. Didn't work out, huh? Lay off, man! Oh, it's not my game today. So now that you're done, you mind telling me where the reception hall is already? What do you mean? It's right there in front of you. Huh? Right in front of... Wait, what's that say? Flying Chapel? You mean to tell me... Yep, Alex reception was on that airship. Whoa, a sky-high reception hall? Yep, and that's where you'll find the crime scene. Man, not only does the airship fly through the sky, but the space-time continuum too. But the happy couple's honeymoon got left far behind when they made that time skip, though. Here, check the airship out for yourself with this pamphlet. Okay. Oh, it has diagrams of the layout. By the way, I figured you could use some backup, so I called in some help for you. Who? You did? Yep. Should be here any minute now. What? What? Who? Oh my god! That red sports car! Larry, don't tell me you called! You know it, buddy! You called freaking Ashworth! I trust you've been well, right? Oh my god! Wait, Maya? Surprise! Now admit it! That was a pretty good Miss Ashworth impression, wasn't it? Maya? What are you doing here? Larry called me up. He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old nuts. That's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride. No. Maya, I know this subtle, but please marry me! Oh my god. Ugh. How old are you? You are a 34-year-old man, Larry! Ugh. Oh my god. Peter Pan syndrome, I swear. Nick, what's Larry talking about? He was dumped by his bride. Well, by his imaginary bride, anyway. Wow, poor Larry. That's a new low, even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriends never hurt anyone, right? More power to him. Oh, Maya. This is Maya Fey. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. But now that her true training is over, she's back home here in the States.
That's right. The new and improved Maya Fey is on the scene. Spirit and girl power at the ready.
Huh, look at you, Maya. All grown up and as cute as ever. Larry, back away like 20 steps, please. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever got married, I'd miss out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new. Larry, just don't talk to women ever again. I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. And that's Edgeworth. Edgeworth? I figured that car belonged to you. But when did you become Maya's chauffeur? It's not only that. She just happened to run into her en route and picked her up. And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car and nearly ran her down. Oh my god, Maya! What? This is Miles Edgeworth. The whole gang is just coming back together again. I love it. He's a friend of mine and the district chief prosecutor. I heard he's been busy lately. I love that they just call each other friends now. So what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did. However, I have business of my own here at the crime scene. Business? What kind of business? Just so you know, right? I'm the lead prosecutor on this case. What? I think the gimmick of this case has made itself apparent at this point. Yeah, it's just a big ol' nostalgia trip, and I love it. Why the chief prosecutor, though? What? You? Yes. Here's we'll be standing on opposite ends on the battlefield this time around. Just like the good old days! So I'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow? But I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district's chief prosecutor? It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to settle it amicably, right?
What do you mean sell it amicably?
It means that they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug.
Whoa. Sprocket Aviation really has that much clout?
Yes, it has especially strong ties in both the political and the judicial worlds. To the point where no one dares to oppose them. I mean, yeah, you will be surprised by how much power aviation companies have in the government. In America, at least. Don't tell me that includes you. Don't be ridiculous, right? It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Every last one of my subordinates was loath to prosecute his sprocket.
So that's when you decided to take on the case yourself, right?
Oh my god, even Blackwell and Gavin said no to this? I'm surprised. I didn't take that from them. That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is served. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I'm up against. For that is a part of my creed. Nothing and no one can sway me from that. Not even the almighty sprockets. Right. If they think they can use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming. You know, I almost feel sorry for them. They were only trying to protect their interests. But all they got instead was you. Which is the best response. Edgy, come on, man! How can you prosecute my poor sweet Ellie? What kind of heartless jerk are you? I'm simply doing my job. And I'm warning you, right? I won't hold back, not for you or anyone else. Thanks for the warning, your righteousness. So, how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume? Of course. Like somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. Huh, guess it explains why your brow is more furrowed than the last time I saw you. He remembers the shape of his brow. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, right? But as always, I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy. Including you. As inflexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed out a bit with age. Actually, yeah, he did. So if anything, those furs should have smoothed out a little as well. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Look in the mirror. Excuse me?
He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Edgeworth, about this incident. Don't forget, right? I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries. Right. Oh, hi, Strapstrings. Demon Lord! Oh, wait, they're okay now. Yay! The revolution has won! Yay! Yeah, we're alive. This is the nostalgia case. Don't you see? Edgeworth is here, and he's gonna prosecute again. No, I guess we are adversaries for now. And you, Larry.
Me?
I'd like you to come with me. I'd have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. But Angie, we're pals, aren't we? No. Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along. Ah, Nick! Help me out here! Nope. You deserve this. Edward just dragged Larry to the car.
It's just me, or is Mr. Edwards as relentless as ever?
Yeah, I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out.
Well, Nick, we better hop to it too.
Hop to what?
Investigating the crime scene, of course. What else? It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, it is. It's been so long. Fun, huh? It has been a long time, though, since we were last together like this. Alright, to the crime scene then.
Yeah, and away we go!
Let's go. I am so excited. I'm so happy Maya's here. Oh my god, this place is beautiful. Oh my god, this is the most beautiful place. Just like the Art Nouveau decorations on the windows. All the gold everywhere. This is beautiful. So this is the reception hall.
According to the pamphlet, we're right here.
Yikes, we're pretty high up. But at least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, we're at the top of it, okay.
Oh, look, Nick, it's Emma. Hey, Emma, over here.
Mr. Wright, Maya. Does this mean you've taken the case? Yeah, that's how things kind of turn out. So do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. We've pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead.
Now's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma, too. I'm very sorry for Emma, but I wish Gumshoe was here. Where the frick is Gumshoe? How has he been? Where is he? Yeah, I'm kind of sad. I wish Gumshoe was here. Sorry, Emma. Ashworth wouldn't tell us anything about this case. So, do you think he could give us a rundown?
Well, seeing as he's going to be prosecuting, I'd expect him to be tight-lipped about it. The incident occurred yesterday, September 20th. It happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
7 p.m. to 10 p.m., huh? Got it. By the way, you didn't hear about any time traveling or anything, did you?
Time traveling? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Forget it. That's pretty much the response I expected.
The victim's name is TuMiiA Bloomsbury.
He was a servant in the Sprocket family household. Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means the two of them were co-workers.
Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Bloomsbury was the lead servant after all. He was very serious about his work, but he was also a very closed and private man.
So the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back. If he was the lead servant, that must have been he must have been higher ranked than Ellen. What makes the police think Ellen killed this man? A guy who was essentially her boss?
We don't know the defendant's motive yet, but the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body don't bode well for her.
What circumstances are these exactly?
Well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like the immediate aftermath of the murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hands.
But why would a bride who is just about to start a happy new life kill someone? Do the police have an explanation for that?
Yeah, about that. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back.
But why did he attack her to begin with?
Well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Gloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. So does Mr. Doom and Gloom attack Ellen first? But if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on their part, Nick?
It would. There's a good chance she'd be acquitted if you could prove that, but
I wonder what Edgewood will have up his sleeve to counter that claim. But wow, a servant girl marrying the future president of such a huge company? It sounds like a modern-day fairy tale!
It does, doesn't it?
The thing is, not everyone was on board with their union, apparently.
I think the in-laws were as well. So what was the murder weapon, Emma?
This clock with a secret mechanism built into it. It was on display here in the reception hall. The suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered.
So the victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? That's funny. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell.
Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence?
Emma, you have luminol. Just spray some luminol onto it.
But there was definitely a luminol reaction.
Ah, I see.
And it matches up with the shape of the injury, so it's gotta be the murder weapon. What a funny looking clock. It's called the timekeeper. The idea is that it's a time machine. Every time the couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day.
A time machine, huh? Come to think of it. Ellen said her pendant was a part of the time machine. I wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works.
The suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on. So she was working as a live-in maid for the Sprocket family to support herself.
So a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? It's not surprising that ruffled a feather or two.
Yes, apparently the groom's parents and all of his other relatives were strongly opposed. But that didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity!
Oh, is that how it works?
Yep! If you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. I spend all of my spare time in crying watching soap operas on TV.
I'm not sure that's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya.
Oh, and by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment too. From the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her.
So even though this incident could be a huge scandal for the company, it might be a boon for those who opposed their marriage to begin with. After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, the marriage is most definitely off now. Interesting. I think the in-laws have something to do with it. Ah, this must be the lantern the body was found in. Ellen managed to move it quite a ways. Looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken.
That's not a cow, Nick. That's Pegasus, the flying horse.
No way. It's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything.
But look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. So it's Pegasus, I tell you. Oh, I know. That pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called a Pegamook.
I did not see that coming.
Yet somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Huh? That's strange.
What is?
Well, this Pegamook is definitely a male Pegamook, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. What with the horns and all?
Okay, well... that Pegamook over there is also a Pegabull. Take a look at the pamphlet. See? That one on the right says Pegabull, but...
the other one says Pegacow, the female Pegamoo.
Right. Pamphlet goes on to say how they have Pegamoos for the happy couple.
So, for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pair of Pegamoos. But for some reason, there are two males here.
Maybe somebody made a mistake when they were setting up the room.
It's hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of blunder, though. Interesting. In any case, we better check this thing out. First this. Does this come from the lantern?
It's covered in blood.
Maybe it got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern.
Can you imagine going to open a door and finding the knob covered with blood?
That'd be bloody awful, to say the least. There's a note here. Hey, what's this? Grab Ellen when convenient and send her off from the... Oh my god, he was doing it on orders!
Ooh, let me take a look! grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck.
Looks like a note outlining the murder plot.
Whoever wrote it has better handwriting than me, but it looks like they wrote it in a rush.
And why do you say that?
Because the writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. What happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry?
Oh my god, Maya, you're a genius. Okay. So the murderer is right-handed.
I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page.
Guess I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert.
Hey, even I don't smudge my handwriting this badly.
Alright. Let's get back to the note.
That note is apparently written by the victim.
But why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Are you sure the victim wrote it?
I sometimes write a note to myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour.
Maya, are you craving curry rice or something?
Whoops.
So, Emma, where's this Vista deck the note mentions?
It's that teleport you see right outside the window over there.
So I plan on pushing Ellen off from there. What a monster.
Sorry.
Oh, my nose is already horrible. What do you think this is, Maya?
Looks like a flower petal to me.
What an unusual shape for a flower petal.
You suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall?
No, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. Wonder where it came from. So this is where the body was found. And the first person to find it was Ellen. Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found?
Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head. Here's a photo of the scene as we found it.
There's blood on his hands. Interesting. I guess that about does it for this lantern. A model airplane, the perfect decoration for an airline company wedding.
And a propeller plane like this lends the room a great old-timey feel. Oh, I'd love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this. Can you picture it? The Steel Samurai zipping through the clouds over near old Tokyo.
If Sprocket Aviation ever becomes a sponsor of the show, I could see it happening.
Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later.
Please at least wait until after the trial is over. This is a sweetheart table where the bride and groom sit.
Where they gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean? I'm too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though.
They say that newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception, you know. Have to greet and talk with all of the guests that came to give their blessings. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner.
Aw, I wouldn't be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it.
They say brides tend to have an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. With those tight corsets squeezing their waist, they can barely eat a bite. That's horrible!
Really? Sounds like wedding receptions are absolute torture.
Guess food still wins out over romance in Maya's book. This must be where the time machine was placed.
Can't believe that such a beautiful memento is used for murder. It's just awful. Nick, you have to prove Ella's innocence, no matter what it takes.
I agree. We can't let this go down as a satisfying wedding reception in history. Clock. So that's the Vista deck out there.
I bet the view is amazing. But I guess it must also be kind of freaky out, huh, Nick?
Yeah, kind of. Mostly because there's no surviving a fall from way up there. Think about does it for this area. What's this? Looks like a business card wallet. I wonder whose it is.
That face looks awfully familiar.
Yes, it does. Guess I'll bring it to him later. Larry. What were you even doing there, my man? Wow, look at the horns on this flying bovine. He must be a bull. It seems he made it through the ceremony in one piece. By the look of those wheels, I bet he can be rolled around rather easily too. Yeah, I bet it would be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. Well, this is what the backside looks like. What's that at the bottom of his tail? A wheel handle? Oh, I get it. This way they can get inside to change the light bulbs. I see they left the wheel handle on the inside unpainted. Guess they figured nobody will see it, so why bother? Makes sense to cut costs wherever you can. Well, overall, I can't say I see anything strange about this thing. That's why it's important, I think. Only you are left. It's a hot air balloon, a symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think? Yeah, I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well. Sure, it's fine. Please let it fall on my head. Different angles. Engine thing. It's a fog machine. I wonder if they use it during the reception. Oh! Hey, Nick! Go stand over there for a sec! Why? Just because, now go! Alright. Got a bad feeling about this.
Fog Master 9000 on!
Maya, no! Huh? Aw, nothing happened. Looks like it will work without some... Oh, nose! Ah! My apologies. My nose is awful today. Yikes. Looks like it won't work without some dry ice. Darn it. All I wanted to do was surround you in a thick cloud of smoke. Thank the Lord that didn't happen. Interesting. Oh, that's it. Well, I guess that just about does it for the crime scene.
Hey, Nick! I want to see the rest of the airship. Might as well, since we're here.
True, we might even run into some other people involved in the case. Something is shining over there. Hello.
Nick, how long has this guy been standing there?
I didn't even notice him until just now. Excuse me, are you with Sprocket Aviation? He's very airheaded. I mean, fitting for... Huh?
Nick, he wrote something on that paper airplane.
Guess we're supposed to read it then. Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Well, that was a rather cold welcome.
Is it right, Maya? Meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Aviation. Soren Sprocket. Or to put it another way, the future president of Sprocket Aviation.
So he's Ellen's fiancé. And he's gone. Oh, there he goes.
It's kind of an eccentric.
I hear he's the genius inventor behind many of Sprocket Aviation's business successes. An inventor, huh?
Yep, he even designed this airship.
That's pretty impressive.
Nick, this is no time to be standing around gawking. You have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen.
Oh, right. Looked like he was heading outside. Outside it is. There he is. Excuse me, can we talk to you? No. Excuse me, do you mind if I ask what you're doing? Leave me alone.
He sure is riding up a storm.
It is possible. If an enormous change in mass could be detected, then theoretically matter can change its form if it crosses the event horizon.
Let's just see what he has to say about Ellen.
Excuse me, but we'll be representing Ellen in court tomorrow. So, could we ask you about the case? No comment. Ow! What the? Not interested? Not interested? How can you say something like that? This is about your fiancé. She's under arrest, you know. The diameter of the airship is approximately 80 feet. The amount of energy necessary to move matter comprised of that amount of mass is... He's off in his own little world. Can't believe he said he was not interested in talking about his own bride's arrest. Just have to talk on his level then. It's something he might be interested in. Could you take a look at this? Is that Ellen's? Ellen told us that she traveled through time during the incident. She said it happened after she made a wish on this pendant. You mean to say you two are Ellen's lawyers? Yes, I just told you that a minute ago. Sorry, I was lost in thought. He wasn't even listening? Oh boy. It's not at all what I expected, based on Ellen's gushing testimonial anyway. Interesting. I'd like to ask you about Ellen's case, if you don't mind. I don't know a thing about it, so why did you go ask the police? In other words, not interested. This guy is the worst! I feel sorry for poor Ellen. In that case, can I ask you about how Ellen traveled through time? Go on. Guess that got your attention. So, is time travel really even possible? Yes, it is possible. Alrighty then. At the same time, it is also impossible. The pendant I gave Ellen is supposed to operate as a time machine by itself. What do you mean? The timekeeper, the clock we had displayed in the reception hall. That is the body of the time machine. The pendant is simply a part. That clock was the murder weapon, wasn't it? But it's a time machine too? What Ellen experienced is akin to traveling down a road by Corky. Physically and metaphysically, it should be impossible. Unless maybe the quantum system inside the pendant somehow accidentally interferes with the natural flow of the fourth dimension? We're losing him again. Maybe we'd better ask him some more about the time machine. So you've been researching time travel, have you? Moving through the space-time continuum would be man's ultimate means of travel. Time travel as a method of transportation. Since the dawn of time, man has developed multi-various methods of transportation. Horses, steam engine, garden, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships. But they are all fundamentally similar, in that they constitute three-dimensional movements. Travel through the space-time continuum will shift mankind into a new paradigm. I don't know why, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden. For generations, sprocket aviation has advanced the development of transportation. Therefore, it's only natural that I would research time travel as man's next great leap. Oh, is he done? So what exactly does all that stuff he was saying mean, Nick? Well, basically it's like taking a hamburger joint and adding a drive-thru to it, I guess. Oh, I get it! It's the same burger, but with a quicker and more efficient delivery system. So what Soren really wants to do is... launch humanity into the future! Launch, not lunch. But do you really believe that time travel is possible? It only becomes truly impossible when men dare stop believing. Besides, time travels do exist, you know. But you wouldn't understand. Hear that, Nick? Time travels really do exist! All I know is Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap your head around. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the way he talks. He's full of hope for the future. He's more passionate than I thought, so... when it comes to inventions, anyway. Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Ellen is troubling, though. So I hear that the rest of the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. What are your thoughts on that? Master Soren? Oh, hello! It is time for the meeting on next term's project. What is this? Daydreaming about your inventions again. Tut tut, you are the future president. You must consider the business side too. What? Oh my god! It is I found Soren. Sent a car over it once. Oh my god. I'm not interested. Oh, Master Soren, you do give me quite the headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce Nickety. Please call me Pierce. I am the Sprocket family butler. Nick, a butler? I didn't know they actually still existed. I thought they were just on TV and stuff. And who might you be, if you don't mind my asking? Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright, Ellen White's lawyer.
And I'm his assistant, Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium.
Oh, so it is you. I am most grateful to you for taking on Miss Ellen's defense. You have my sincerest thanks.
Don't mention it.
So hey, speaking of the case... Oh, one moment please.
Wow, what a beautiful pocket watch!
Oh, this. It's just a bit of a good luck charm. It's one expensive good luck charm. I guess it makes sense, knowing the time is pretty important in this line of work.
So I guess the pocket watch is as important to him as my attorney's badge is to me.
There is a little time before I must attend to Master Soren again. When I come to Sprocket Manor.
You mean to Soren's home?
As a token of appreciation for taking on Miss Ellen's defense, I would like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments.
Ooh, boy, Nick, a fancy high society tea party? With high-class snacks and everything? And what about the investigation? Are you kidding? What better place to investigate next than Soren's house?
I don't know, do you really think his house is going to give us any new leads?
Of course it will. I say we take the butler up on his kind offer and go to Soren's place.
Alright, you win. Very good. The Sprocket Manor then. The Sprocket Manor foyer.
Wow, this place does not disappoint. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Whoa, slow down, Maya! The mansion isn't going anywhere! Now then, you won't have to worry about anyone toward eavesdropping here. I take it you wanted to ask me some questions?
Huh?
That's why you invited us here? I am sorry to have strict you like this, but this is a murder after all. You can't talk openly about it in public and risk sullying the Sprocket family's reputation.
Aw, and I really was looking forward to all those fancy snacks too.
There, Maya. Don't cry. Spears guy's one shrewd man.
Hey Nick, look at that cute vintage radio.
Radio? Oh, that thing over there, under the stuffed bull's head.
I'm gonna take a closer look.
Oh my god, Maya, really? I thought I told you to settle down.
I'm sorry.
Not to worry. Oh my god, what the frick? Okay, cool as frick. That is cool. Wow, that little mech fixed it right up. Cool. I am not only the butler, but I'm also Sprocket Aviation's repair department director. One might say that patching things up is my specialty.
That was incredible! What is that little doohickey on your shoulder anyway?
It's my fixer-upper shoulder mech. Master Soren made it for me. It has too many features and functions to effectively enumerate at the moment though.
That's so cool! I wish I had one of those!
Fixing things is a simple matter, but fixing people is a different matter. Even a skilled physician can bring back the dead. Oh, but forgive me. I seem to have gotten sidetracked. I must be in shock over Mr. Gloomsbury's death. Still, I do need to ask you some questions about the case. I should take a look around and see what I can find out while I'm here too. I see a picture over there. It's way too bright.
Hey Nick! Now here's a real lady! She looks smart as a whip, doesn't she? I wonder where she is. We didn't see her on the airship.
Oh, I already see the pocket watch. That's not good. That is Selena Sprocket, Soren's elder sister. Beautiful and capable, she was a great lady. Soren's sister, I think I see the resemblance. Maybe I'll show Pierce this photo later and ask him about her. I have a feeling he will not like that, Phoenix. Excuse me, but there's a card here on the floor. Well, look at that. It is a Flying Chapel keycard. The Flying Chapel. What areas on the Flying Chapel require a keycard, if I may ask? Mostly areas we want to keep the public out of, such as the staff room and the hold, which is chock full of machinery. We can't enter those areas without a keycard. That's right. This one here belongs to Ellen. Wait, what's Ellen's keycard doing here? Did Ellen come back after the incident occurred? I don't believe so, and she was arrested by the police straight away this morning. Although, there was a strange man with a gaudy jacket in here earlier. Oh my god, was Larry in here?
Is that man wearing a beret by any chance?
Yes, he was. As a matter of fact, he was also wearing sunglasses and a fake mustache. Larry, I'm going to kill you. I knew it. The only question is, what was he doing here? Ah! Oh, are those pictures of the wedding reception? Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here.
Do you mind if we have a look at that photo?
Be my guest. Take as long as you'd like. Whoa! That's beautiful! Well, what do you think of this gorgeous dreamscape? A thick fog billows across the room, making it look as if the couple were walking on clouds.
Wow, look at how beautiful Ellen is here. She looks a little nervous, though.
She does, doesn't she?
Hey, look, there's Pierce.
Really? Where?
Right there, behind the sweetheart table.
Yeah.
Why is he looking away?
Hey, you're right. I bet he was there attending to the happy couple the whole dinner.
So, what do you think, Nick? Does anything in this photo stick out to you?
No, not at the moment, anyway.
Hey, Nick, if Ellen really did travel back in time, do you think this photo is of the second reception? You know, after the time jump.
I wonder. Excuse me, sir. Yes, can I help you? Ellen told us she traveled back in time. Would you happen to know anything about that? Oh, no, I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. And the fast than a clam. Interesting. Interesting. Add.
Oh, it's a bridal bouquet. Hey, Nick, how about I throw it? And you try to catch it.
Why me?
Just because she wants you to get married. I bet you look hilarious flailing around trying to grab it.
But doesn't tradition dictate that it's the ladies that go after the bouquet?
Who cares? Just catch it. Here.
Ow! Hey, you threw that right in my face! Oh, you don't want to catch that bouquet, trust me.
Why not?
They say it's bad luck to catch a bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last. But I already caught it.
Whoops, too late now, huh, Nick?
Yeah, he'll remain single forever. Oh no, he will remain single forever. Poor Edgeworth. Don't you dare touch that radio again. Looks like an expensive antique.
What are you worried about? If it breaks again, Pierce will just fix it up again.
Really hope he's nice enough to waive the repair bill. Bull. A bull. Come to think of it, there was a bull logo on the side of the Flying Chapel too.
President of the company must have a thing for cattle.
The bull is the symbol of Sprocket Aviation. To be as strong and steady as a bull. That's the company creed, you know. Probably for all the backbreaking labor they put their employees through. By the way, that bull logo on the Flying Chapel, the one with the rainbow wings. His name is Rainy the Rainbow. Get it?
I get it. He's a rainbow-colored bull, so he's Rain Bull, right? What a memorable name, huh, Nick?
Yeah, for the lameness of the pun.
What?
do you think of her? Pierce, the woman in this photo is Soren's older sister, Selena, right? I don't think we've met her yet. Yeah, it's her watch. Yes, about that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. If you wouldn't mind, could you tell us about her? Alright, very well. She's a big part of Master Soren's past after all. Soren's past? About the incident Miss Ellen was arrested for. Do you think she did it? Well, I can't prove it yet. No, I don't think she could have done it. I guess you could call it a gut feeling. I see. I guess we have different opinions then. Do we now? The prosecution says that when Bloomsbury attacked Miss Ellen, she fought back and ended up killing him. I agree with this perspective. Or rather, that is the consensus of the entire Sprocket family. Even so, I heard an interesting story from Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. I heard that the Sprocket family had tried to pressure the prosecutor's office into burying this case. I fear you are mistaken. All we sought was merely a legal consultation. Besides, none of it matters now, as she is no longer a part of this family. Fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before holding a banquet. So basically, once they realized they couldn't sway the prosecution, they cut her loose. Wow! I realize how callous I must sound. But my duty is to protect the Sprocket family. More specifically, Sprocket Aviation's future. And Master Soren, whose genius is essential to the company. I will do anything to achieve that goal. That is my job as a Sprocket family butler.
You know, I think Pierce and Mr. Edgeworth would get along really well, don't you think?
Yeah, I could easily picture Edgeworth with a butler.
Oh, by the way, I suppose I should tell you about this as well. It's about when the members of the extended family and I discovered the crime.
Did Ella say anything to you about traveling through time?
She must have been delirious. There's no need to take such a claim seriously.
Soren himself said that time travel was possible, though.
Master Soren said that. It sounds like he is still stuck in the past.
He's psychologically stuck, I take it.
Excuse me. What is it?
I see.
I believe I told you the madam will be having milk tea. Still, have lemon slices at the ready just in case. Let us not disappoint her, understand?
You sure are busy.
All in the day's work. Still, we really do need Master Soren to start focusing on the business side of things soon. It was sometime after the reception. Some of the Master's relatives and I went to clean up the reception hall. And that is when we saw it. A woman standing in front of the victim, the bloody murder weapon in her hand. It was none other than Miss Ellen.
But Pierce, it wasn't what it looked like.
That's right, she just happened to find the body.
I do not know what Miss Ellen has told you, but what we witnessed was unmistakably the moment immediately after the deed had been committed.
Ugh.
And that is what I told the police who came in response to my call.
I see. So Pierce was the one who reported to the police, huh?
Master Soren will become the next president of Sprocket Aviation. However, that wasn't always so. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line.
So why is she becoming the next president?
She's dead?
Because she died in a car accident.
What?
I had no idea.
Actually, Master Soren was also in the car with her at the time of the accident, losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated him. Ever since then, he has buried himself in his research on time machines. He also became quiet and meticulous, Almost compulsive note-taker around then.
He seems so stiff and robotic. I had no idea he was carrying all that around inside him.
Master Soren has abandoned the company business. Spends all his time on inventions. As the family butler, I am truly concerned. I believe it is high time he let go of the past.
Hey, Nick, what are you doing here? Larry, what are you doing here? Larry? Oh man, Edgy gave me a heck of a hard time. I'm surprised he didn't throw you in prison right away. Larry, what are you doing here? I came to promote my new character, Q Piglet. I was hoping Sprocket Aviation would do some kind of tie-in with me for it.
Wow, I didn't know Larry was such an aggressive businessman. You could learn a thing too from him, Nick. Why don't you promote your agency to them?
That's not exactly the time for that, in case you haven't noticed.
See, this is why you'll never be rich.
Actually, Larry, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there on the Flying Chapel yesterday, right? Was I? What were you doing there?
Nothing.
Whatever it was, I bet it wasn't anything to be proud of, but never mind that. Did you see anything that had to do with the case? Scratch that. Let's start with you. You weren't involved in this case, were... Scratch that. Let's start with... You weren't involved in this case, were you?
He totally was.
Larry? Hey! You took off! I just knew it. When something smells, it's usually the butt. Come on, Maya. After him.
Oh, are you leaving so soon?
We have to run. Thank you for making time for us.
I know you have to investigate, but please try to spare the family's feelings as you do.
Yes, of course. Larry! Where are you? Oh my god, he ran outside. Larry! Get back here immediately! There he is! Hey, Larry! Hey there, friend! Fancy meeting you here! There's nothing fancy about it. All we did was follow you. So tell me, Larry, why did you run away like that? Huh, me? I don't know what you're talking about. All of inspiration from a new picture book hit me, and I had to run is all. It was like a Q-epiphany, you dig? Right.
This is going to keep on playing dumb, isn't he, Nick?
Come on, Larry. I know you were on that airship, so what did you see? I didn't see anything! I didn't see anything because I was never on that stupid airship. There it is. Larry always has psyche locks. It's only 2, though. Psyche locks. You say something? The spiritual power of this Magatama allows me to see. These mystical locks that appear when someone is trying to hide something from me. They're called psyche locks, and when I see them, simply press the Magatama. If I can unlock them, I'm sure I have to finally get a straight answer out of him. Well, Larry... Oh, Larry. You never learn. You always have psyche locks. Well, Larry is hiding. This is no time for games, Larry. I will find out what you're hiding. Tell you, Nick, you've got it all wrong. Got nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Oh, come on, Larry. Even the baby could see through such a blatant and obvious lie. Nothing whatsoever, huh? If you weren't involved, Larry, then you wouldn't have been involved with this person.
Take that!
You're the one who brought Ellen to my office in the first place. All those cops. Nothing to do with the case whatsoever isn't going to cut it this time, Larry. If you have to lie, at least do a better job of it. That was so easy. Don't diss me, Nick! You're so convinced I'm lying, then let me ask you this. What makes you think it was on that stupid old airship anyway? Let me see some proof, if you've got any. Doubling down, are you? Fine. You want proof, Larry? Here's your proof that you were on that airship. Here you go.
Take that!
Uh-oh. This is your business card wallet, isn't it, Larry?
I found it in the reception hall.
Yeah. Time to come clean, Larry Butts. What exactly are you hiding? Ah! All right, fine. You got me. I'll tell you everything. Larry, you never learn. Larry. Okay. Larry, what were you doing on that airship anyway? Well, I went there to deliver the welcome to our wedding sign they ordered for me. Huh, I didn't know you took on real jobs like that too. Well, for your information, my wedding welcome signs are very popular on the net. And that's how you met Ellen. Uh-huh. I mean, I'd seen her in the photo for the welcome sign, but seeing her in person? When she smiled at me and said thank you? Huh. I felt like I'd been hit by lightning. Larry, just never talk to women again. And that's when you fell in love with somebody else's bride, huh? So, were you invited to the reception? Can you believe they told me only family and relatives could attend? They wouldn't even let me into the reception hall. Smart move on their part, I'd say. I got upset. Started wandering around the airship. Must be when I dropped my business card wallet. So somebody else must have found it and brought it to the reception hall then. But you know what? I saw something incredible while I was on that flying chapel. Like, I get a load of this. What the heck is this? What do you mean, what is this? Isn't it obvious? It's a drawing. Sketched a picture of one of the cabins on the airship. So what's so incredible about the cabin? Look at what was outside the window. It's one of those flying dinosaurs. A real-life pterodactyl. Looked out of the cabin window and there it was, just flying up there. That airship traveled through time, I tell you. But what? When I told that Pierce Butler guy about it, he told me to never mention it to anybody ever again. Ah. But why would they try to keep you from spouting what is clearly just nonsense? Maybe Sprocket Aviation is secretly developing a time machine. No way. Nick, this case is totally amazing! Larry! You didn't tell Mr. Edgewood about this, did you? Of course not! Edgewood would just roll his eyes and think it was off my rocker. Didn't even tell him I was wandering around on the airship. I told him I met Ellie at the mooring dock and we ran away together. Yeah, I can see Edgewood's eyes rolling right out of his head had he heard about this. I think I know what he saw. It's right there. So Larry also experienced a time slip somehow. But how is that possible? I think I know how. The map. Hey, Nick, I'll be taking my card wallet back now if you don't mind. Yeah, it isn't important. Oh yeah, this is for you. What is it? Oh. It's a picture of the hold. I took it when I was wandering around on the airship. See, there's Ellie right there in the middle. The hold. Yeah, see? It's right there on the diagram. Okay, so now I know what a hold is. But what was Ellen doing there? Well, they were using it as a prepping area for the reception. See. And around when did you take this? Before the reception. I took it while Ellie was getting everything ready. So this is what was taken before the incident occurred. I don't know if it'll be of any help, but thanks for this anyway. By the way, Larry, I heard that the door of the hold is controlled by a security system. So how did you get in there? What? I'll try secrets, can't tell ya. And the hits just keep on coming. Well, I guess that's basically a wrap on the investigation. Oh my god, it's time for the trial already? 1.5 hours, not bad actually. Not quite, Nick. I want to meet Ellen too. Oh, that's right, you haven't met her yet, have you? Okay, let's head over to the detention center then, so you can say hi. Ah, okay, first... water. This is an interesting case, I tell ya. It really is. Okay. Let us see. September 22nd. The detention center visitors room. No, why? Please understand that this is in Master Soren's best interest. Sounds like Ellen's busy talking with someone. Oh no! The next president cannot be married to a criminal. It would disgrace Sprocket's aviation. Miss Ellen, I need you to forget about this marriage. Pardon us? If it isn't Mr. Right. So their marriage is definitely off? There is no other choice. Cannot have a criminal in the family. For the sake of Master Soren and the Sprocket family, this is what is best.
In that case, what if Nick here proved Ella's innocence? Then you wouldn't have a criminal in the family, right?
That's what he doesn't want to happen.
I suppose you are right, but I am afraid that will be impossible.
That's not true. Not for Nick. He may look like a nobody, but he can do some pretty amazing things.
I don't take cases on lightly, so rest assured, I will prove her innocence. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I understand your name is quite well known in the judicial world. For better or for worse.
Pierce, I want you to promise me this. If I can prove Ellen's innocence, then you won't stand in the way of Soren and Ellen's marriage.
Very well. But not even the most talented lawyer in the world can change reality itself. And the reality is, Miss Ellen is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I believe that's where you're wrong, Pierce. I think he did it.
I'm clean! I swear I am! Obsessively, compulsively clean! Just as clean as pure as this pure white dress!
Fine, you have my word. But you will be the one to regret this promise. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Now I have all the more reason to win this case. Ellen, we finished our investigation. We'd like to talk with you about what we found.
Okay, so what did you find out?
In the course of our investigation, we heard that you have been seen standing in front of the victim with a murder weapon in your hands. Yeah.
It wasn't what it looked like! It's true that I was holding the murder weapon. But when I found him, he was already dead. I panicked. And I was hoping I could go back in time again, like I had done earlier. So I picked up the timekeeper from the pedestal and brought it over without thinking.
You were so desperate you were ready to try anything, huh? Unfortunately, that sort of behavior makes you an easy target for the prosecution.
No!
And as for your little trip through time, none of your in-laws could confirm your story, I'm afraid.
I see.
The only exception is Larry. He says he saw something.
Really? What did he see?
Can't say I quite believe it myself, but Larry claims he saw something incredible. He claims he saw a pterodactyl flying outside the airship.
What?
Not only that, but apparently Pierce Nickety told Larry to keep quiet about it.
But why would Pierce do such a thing?
Larry's theory is that Sprocket Aviation is developing something in secret. Time machine to be exact.
Do you think that's why nobody would confirm my story? Because it's a secret?
I really don't know. Speaking of your in-laws, you did manage to find your keycard at Sprocket Manor. One of your in-laws said he'd keep an eye on it for you.
Oh, thank goodness! I lost it while I was getting things ready for the reception. I'd looked everywhere for it. I'm so glad you found it!
At least they're tears of joy this time for a change.
Well, Nick, looks like you'll have to prove the existence of time traveling court tomorrow.
That's right. I swear that while Mr. Bloomsbury was being killed, I was busy traveling back through time.
Great. With stodgy skeptic Edgeworth at the helm for the prosecution tomorrow. Really gonna have our work cut out for us. Well, good luck, Nick. We're gonna be fine. It'll be fine. To be continued. Okay. It's time for a little disappearing break. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I disappear.
1, 2, 3. And I appear once more. Sorry, it took a while. My nose is hell today. Ugh. September 22nd, 8:45 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Good morning, Ellen. I see you're still wearing your wedding gown.
And I will continue to wear it until our marriage is saved.
Oh, Soren!
Ah, I see.
Do you think he came to see how she's holding up?
Soren, my love! You came all the way to the courthouse just to see me? Oh, Soren, I don't know what to say!
Blueprints.
Huh?
The engine blueprints. I can't find them. Do you know where they are?
Oh, they're in your room! Third shots from the bottom on the right-hand side.
Ah, I see.
And he's gone.
He's leaving already? Don't tell me he came just to ask about some stupid blueprints. Is he really that cold of a person? Or is that just how he comes off, I wonder?
What about me, Soren?
Ellen, he's back. Come home soon. I'm lost without you.
Oh. Soren! Aw.
Later.
He's so socially awkward. Looks like showing your vulnerabilities in the fastest way to capturing a woman's heart.
You should take notes of this, Nick.
Please leave me out of this. Anyway, it looks like Soren isn't big on words. But it's clear that he cares about Ellen. Knowing that, I actually feel kind of relieved. Oh my god, all the makeup. My gosh.
Mr. Wright, I just absolutely can't be found guilty. You hear?
Don't worry, I'm going to do everything I can to prove your innocence.
Thank you, Mr. Wright.
The trial is about to start, sir.
Edgeworth.
Knowing him, he's not going to yield an inch. Just gotta fight with everything I've got and save Ellen. Okay. Okay. Here we go. September 22nd, 9 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 6. Court is now in session. All rise. Arm, please. All rise. Whoops, I failed. Court is now in session for the trial of Ellen Wyatt. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Seeing so many familiar faces gathered together like this, I feel as though I'm at a grand reunion. Me too, Your Honor. It makes me want to go out for dinner and a drink and reminisce with all of you. Aw, you really should.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I was dying for a real burger the whole time I was away.
We can make it a welcome back party for Maya. How about it, Ashworth? No talk.
I have no intention of cavorting with my enemies. Now then, Your Honor, let us start this trial at once.
Ho ho, still not one for light-hearted banter, are you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Jokes and good humor are beyond worthless in a court of law.
Guess we'll just have to have the party without him then.
However, after the conclusion of this trial, I might consider joining you for your little welcome back party.
Ah, I knew it! I knew it!
Silly wouldn't mind an invite, at the very least.
He's still as emotionally constipated as ever, I see.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please go over the details of this case for us. Oh my gosh, this is so weird.
The victim was Dumas Gloomsbury, a servant in the Sprocket household. He was in attendance at the wedding reception and occurred from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mr. Gloomsbury apparently felt some animosity towards Ellen Wyatt, and so A bit after the reception ended at 10 p.m., he assaulted Miss Wyatt with the intent to kill her. The defendant fought back and ended up killing Mr. Gloomsbury.
In other words, it was justified self-defense, correct? If that's the case, then the defendant might not be criminally responsible.
He's right. Worst case scenario, I could go for self-defense and avoid a criminal charge. I wonder how Edgeworth plans to counter that, though. Prosecution's first witness will make my view on the matter clear, Your Honor.
It's Emma, probably, yeah.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring in the first witness.
Yep, it's Emma. Hiya.
Please state your name and occupation, witness.
Emma Sky, forensic investigator. And I'd just like to say, sir, that being in the same courtroom as you is a great honor.
Oh, that's right. You're a fan of Edgeworth, aren't you, Emma?
We're good friends and all, Mr. Wright. But just this once, I intend to faithfully and fully testify for the prosecution. And I do mean that wholeheartedly.
I expect no less from you.
Yes, sir! I'm going to do my very best. Looks like you lost a popularity contest to Mr. Edgeworth, Nick.
Nah, I really could care less. Besides,
she'll see who's a better lawyer once I win this trial.
Yeah, maybe then you'll actually really care less.
Now, Detective Sky, if you please.
Let's see. Rundown of the case. The murder weapon was the clock called the Timekeeper. The victim was hit with it from behind, and he fell over right into the lantern. The defendant was spotted then, standing in front of the body holding the murder weapon. The victim was struck twice, by the way.
Twice?
He was struck twice. That's right, there's no mistake about it. The first blow was to the back of the victim's head. It was hard enough to knock him unconscious. Yet, despite the fact that he had been immobilized by the first blow, the defendant delivered a second fatal blow to the side of the victim's head. 2. Which means... what exactly?
Oh, the first was self-defense, the second was murder.
I figured it would go right over your head. Let's put it this way. By striking the victim a second time, the defendant killed her last chance to escape from any criminal wrongdoing.
She did, but how, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defendant may have been fighting back because she was being attacked. However, she then went on to deliver a fatal blow to a man who was already fully unconscious.
Nick, is he saying what I think he is?
I don't feel so well.
And thus, Mr. Wright, has justified self-defense been removed from the table. Prosecution intends to prove that the defendant killed the victim with murderous intent.
Allow me to belatedly submit the victim's autopsy report.
So that's why he was acting all smug? Well, more smug than usual. It's fine, right? It's not like we were going to plead self-defense anyway, right?
Right, but now the judge has a negative impression of Ellen.
He may not get to prosecute much anymore, but he definitely hasn't lost his touch.
Okay. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Ellen said... something about it. For none of the case. Murder weapon was a clock called the Timekeeper. Victim was hit with it from behind and he fell over right into the... No, Ellen said that he was in the lantern. Can we prove that? Ah, yes. That's correct.
Objection!
Yes. Good.
Detective Sky, I'm afraid I have to apologize in advance.
For what?
For embarrassing you in front of your idol.
But what do you mean?
If you take a look at this photo of the crime scene,
you'll see that the victim is lying on his back. But if the victim had been hit from behind, as you claim, then he should have been fallen over into the lantern face down. I mean, good point, but not the point I was trying to make. It's not enough to simply take someone's side, Detective Sky. Even if it is Miss Edgeworth.
Oh.
There does appear to be a flaw in Detective Sky's testimony.
Mr. Wright, if you think I'm going to just back right down, then you're sadly mistaken.
The manager usually fired up today.
Don't forget, she's in front of her hero neck. If the Steel Samurai came to watch this trial, I'd want to do my absolute best too.
Listen, Mr. Wright.
It's entirely possible that the defendant moved the victim's body after he fell over. In that case, there wouldn't be any contradiction, right?
Indeed. That was an excellent counter-argument, Detective.
You can count on me, sir. So, what do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright?
Is it possible that the victim's body was moved after he fell into the lantern? No. Sorry, Detective, but there's no way the victim's body was moved after his death.
Oh, really? What makes you so sure?
Oh yeah, I see. One look at this here and it should become obvious. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Here. That was my argument.
Those broken bits of the lantern?
Yes, if the body had been moved after the fact, these fragments would have fallen off of it. But as you can clearly see, they're lying perfectly undisturbed on top of the body.
Yeah. Because he was in the lantern.
This means that the victim must have been lying face up from before the lantern even broke.
You're right! But wait a minute, if that's true, then what was the victim killed? I mean, the lantern was still whole during the reception, right?
Right, which means we've just overturned a major assumption about this case. If the victim was already dead before the lantern was even broken, then the body must have been inside the lantern since before the reception started. In other words, the defense asserts that the victim was killed before the wedding reception. What? In short.
Hi.
Welcome to the stream. Behold the time travel case. This is going to be very weird.
When Miss Wyatt was seen standing in front of the body after the reception, it wasn't the moment just after the murder was committed. It was the moment she happened to discover the body, just as Miss Wyatt claims. Ah!
Objection!
Oh my god. Whether the act was committed before or after the reception is entirely inconsequential. After all, it was the defendant who prepared the reception hall for the event in question. Therefore, when the murder occurred, she did nothing with regard to her guilt. She could have killed the victim before the reception as she claimed, and then tried to hide his body in the lantern after the event had ended. No. Sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, where would the body have been hidden during the reception in your scenario? Ugh. That's... Even you have to admit, Mr. Edgeworth, this has opened up a new possibility. Do explain, Mr. Wright. Well, if Miss Wyatt didn't commit the crime in the reception hall, that means someone, somewhere, put the victim's body into the lantern. I suppose that makes sense. A dead body couldn't have put itself in there. Exactly, Your Honor. In other words, if the murder actually occurred before the reception, it opens up the possibility that he was killed somewhere else.
He was killed on the Vista deck!
If the body was hidden inside the lantern, then it's possible that the body was moved along with it from somewhere else.
Oh, you're right!
You can run that mouth of yours all you want. Do you have any evidence to support what's coming out of it, Mr. Wright?
Of course I do.
The answer lies in that piece of evidence, at least something that was left at the crime scene that will point us to where the victim was really killed.
Very well, Mr. Wright, in that case. What proves that the lantern and the body were moved from someplace else?
Oh, those things!
Take that!
The photo of the victim again?
Yes. I'd like the court to focus on this thing right here. This thing.
Take that!
Flower petals, Mr. Wright.
Yes. These petals are from a kind of flower that were not present in the reception hall. This means they must have gotten into the lantern when it was somewhere else. Just where do you propose this someplace else is to be, miss?
I am mixing up my words again.
Just where do you propose this somewhere else to be, Mr. Wright? I propose that this piece of evidence will tell us where the flower petals came from. Photo somewhere, not the reception.
Oh, I see!
Take that!
Yes!
Please take a look at the flowers in this picture of the holes. Notice how their petals are the same shape as the petals in the crime scene photo? Yes, I see. They do look to be from the same kind of flower.
Objection!
So he was killed in the hold. Is that really all you've got? Flower is a flower is a flower. They're all the same. Probably call what you presented compelling evidence. I'm afraid I couldn't disagree with you more, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave a flower of this type to my lovely wife once when we were young. So I can assure you that this is a very meaningful and compelling evidence indeed. The soundness of my judgment in this matter is backed by nothing less than pure love. But, Your Honor, let it go, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear you don't know much about flowers. It's not like you have anyone you'd actually give any to after all! Bird! But maybe you should study up on them, just in case the opportunity presents itself. Yeah. Oh my god, Ryan's basically asking for flowers! That's from the man who only knows the names of 3 types of flowers. That's hardly relevant to the case at hand! The defense asserts that it's highly probable that the victim was killed in the hold. If the body was then placed into the lantern and moved to the reception hall for some reason. A second reception, even. It would completely destroy the prosecution's case. Then you mean the body was... Yes, the victim's body was... inside the lantern during the entire beautiful wedding reception, while the defendant and her betrothed were celebrating their love. What? Okay, good start, good start.
Objection!
Yeah. His smooth talk might work on his honor, but it won't work on me. What are you talking about now? My smooth talking is very smooth. Take another look at all the evidence. You'll also see what I mean. I wish you would just tell me already. Detective Sky, I'm sure you've already figured out what I'm talking about, correct?
Of course, sir. Mr. Wright is the only one here who hasn't. Why don't you leave this to me, Miss Edgeworth?
Very well. Let's see what you can do. Detective Sky, please give your testimony to this court. Witness testimony. Prosecution's rebuttal.
The victim could not have been killed before the reception. The autopsy report states that the estimated time of death was after the reception. And that estimated time of death is correct. There's no way it could be wrong. It's clear Mr. Gloomsbury was killed after reception. That completely contradicts your claim.
Guess so. Tell me you took at least a cursory glance at the autopsy report, Mr. Wright. Appears you've grown rusty since our last outing. Might I suggest you go back and brush up on the basics? Sure, though I must say, you're as cocky as ever, Mr. Edgeworth. I beg your pardon.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
Just saying that I'll go back to basics if that's what Mr. Edgeworth wants. I'll prove how badly he's underestimating me with a good old-fashioned cross-examination. Very well. Let's see you put your money where your mouth is, Mr. Wright. I am so tired. It must be wrong, then. But how do we prove it? Dry ice! Dry ice. Maybe this.
Objection!
Yes! Okay. I admit that the estimated time of death does contradict my theory.
Finally! That means your theory that the victim was killed before the reception.
It's still entirely plausible.
Huh? What made you think that?
The killer could have falsified the time of death by using a certain item in the reception hall. Please take a look at this. And what is that contraption, Mr. Wright? It's a fog machine, Your Honor, used to create a special romantic atmosphere in the hall. And this machine could have been used to falsify the time of death. Yes, Your Honor, because this machine uses dry ice to perform its magic. Dry ice? Ah, yes, the super cold stuff commonly used to make theatrical fog, right? I see. So your claim is that this dry ice was used to keep the body cold.
Oh, in that case, I guess the victim could have been killed before the reception.
Order! Order in this court! Well, Mr. Edward, what do you have to say about this development?
That the victim was killed in the hold before the wedding reception. Prosecution acknowledges the possibility of this claim.
Ooh! Now we're getting somewhere. However,
Prosecution would also like to thank you, Mr. Wright.
Huh? For what?
I didn't know how a certain piece of evidence fit into this case. But now, thanks to you, I do.
what piece of evidence?
To get into the hold, one needs a keycard, like this one.
Oh.
And here, we have a record of those who entered the hold with such keycards. Times aren't specified. These are the last 3 entries on the day of the murder. And as you can see, the last person to enter the hold that day was the defendant.
What? So the one who moved the body out of the hold must have been.
That's right. It was none other than the defendant.
But wasn't Larry holding the keycard at that point? Hey Nick, take a look at this entry record. There are a couple of other names on here besides Ellen's.
Hey, you're right.
TuMiiA and Pierce, too.
According to the entry record, Mr. Edgeworth, Pierce Nickety had also gone into the hold. Is it possible that he could have been the culprit?
Objection!
Sorry, but Mr. Nickety was escorting a few of the guests at the time. I'm sure they would be happy to testify to that fact if you'd like. Take me cocky how you like, Mr. Wright, but my confidence is rarely misplaced.
Ugh.
Well then, it's probably safe to assume that after killing the victim in the hold, the defendant moved his body to the hall in order to dispose of it discreetly.
What do you mean by discreetly?
The defendant volunteered to take care of the reception's cleanup personally. That means she would have had the chance to dispose of anything in any way she wanted, including taking the lantern off the airship without raising any suspicion. Don't tell me you didn't know about Miss Wyatt's volunteering for cleanup duty, Mr. Wright.
No, that isn't good. That isn't good at all. Yeah. Phoenix stink. Larry was up. Larry had that keycard.
Look at you, spinning bucket like a rookie, even after all these years. Nevertheless, thank you for proving that the only person who could have killed the victim in the hold is
Ellen Wyatt.
Ah!
Great job, Phoenix. Now we're back to square one.
Perhaps you should ask Miss Sykes for some help in reviewing Defense for Dummies.
Way to go, sir. You've got Mr. Right in a cold sweat.
I wonder if maybe the promise of seeing that miserable look on his face is what brought me back to court today. Certainly made all my stress and woes as chief prosecutor just melt away.
I guess he had a lot of stress built up.
I'll give him something to stress over before true today. Your Honor, the prosecution asks that you render your verdict at this time. Before that man over there tries to throw the court into chaos with his meaningless bluffs.
I see. Mr. Wright, are there any last meaningful bluffs you'd like to present to this court?
Why does he have to assume it'll be a bluff? Nick, hurry up and throw a good one out there.
I will.
Well, alright then. Let's see.
I've got it.
How do you know it was Miss Wyatt who used the keycard?
After all, if it turns out that somebody else used her card,
It would mean Miss Wyatt didn't do it. Interesting. And are you able to prove this bluff to be true?
I assure you I'm not bluffing, Your Honor.
Well, now what? Wait a minute, Nick. I think of a certain somebody who might have used Elle's keycard.
You can.
Remember? The one who was sneaking around the hold, in spite of not being a family member.
Oh! Oh, that's right. Yes. Your Honor, the defense would like to call a certain witness to the stand. I need the testimony of this person who may have entered the hold with Miss Myatt's card. Larry! Larry. Oh, Larry. That's your witness? Are you saying that that numbskull was on the airship? He never breathed a word about that to me. That's not surprising because Mr. Nickety told him to keep quiet about it. But Mr. Butts himself admitted it to me. He claimed to have found a way to sneak into the Flying Chapel's hall to see Miss Wyatt. This photo he took and gave to me is proof. Then, was it he who moved the lantern with the body inside the reception hall? You know as well as I that with him, anything is possible. And this is one possibility we should definitely look into. I can't believe this. What in the world is he doing mixed up in this? Come on, Miss Sedgeworth. Remember what we've been saying since elementary school? When something smalls, it's usually the butts. Exactly! Larry! I'll pay for this. Well, if you want to extract your payment now, he's right up there in the gallery. Yikes! Bailiff sees the witness before he makes a run for it. No! Why does this stuff always happen to me? Sorry, Larry, but you brought this on yourself. Let us break for a 15-minute recess. I ask that both sides prepare for the next witness testimony during this time. Yes, okay. Oh my god, Larry. Cue a chase sequence between Larry and the bailiffs.
Wow, it's been a while since I've had this much fun and excitement. Face off against Mr. Edgeworth. A harrowing tightrope walk for the defense.
Whew, I'm exhausted already. Boss!
Ah, Athena. I'm here for moral support.
Athena, are you all done practicing for Tuesday's magic show?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I sort of ran away. But that's because you was putting my life in danger, I tell you.
I see. I think I'll need to have a one-on-one with her. You're really athletic and fit, Athena, so Trucy probably thinks she can run you a ragged. Oh my gosh, he's having a one-on-one, not with Trucy, but with Athena.
That may be true. Which is why not even Trucy can keep up with me when I run at full speed. Ha! Looks like you spoke too soon, Athena. Never underestimate the resourcefulness of a great magician. Huh?
What?
Magical girl Trucy Wright is on the scene. No! Now, Athena. It's time to practice human combustion magic. Come on, dash yourself in this gasoline. But don't worry. It's a magic trick after all, so it's perfectly safe. That away! Hey, you! You're not getting off that easily.
Oh my god.
They got along so well, don't they? Reminds me of the good old days. You, me, and Pearly. Oh, and Detective Gumshoe. Can't forget him. We had all kinds of fun at the crime scenes back then, remember?
Leaving me to do all the serious investigating, as I recall. Court will be back in session, Mr. Wright.
Right, thank you. So Larry's the next witness, right? Can't wait to see what happens.
Sadly, I can already imagine it. He's going to lie.
So much.
September 22nd. Courtroom number 6 again. Ah, the good old days. Larry's back on the witness stand. Court will now reconvene. Nick, Angie, the two of you are gonna hang me out to dry, aren't you? No, not the both of us. Just Mr. Wright. Nick, how could you? I don't really think he did it, of course, but I've got to use whatever leads I can. Mr. Butts, there's a possibility you moved the lantern that had the dead body in it. So if you want to clear yourself of any suspicion, all you have to do is testify. Now then, your testimony, please, witness.
He is going to flip.
Nick is a George face! Ah! Good on Larry. Nick, you big fat ticking George! How can you doubt your best bud? We've known each other since elementary school! Well, get this, pal! Our friendship's over! Good old bots. Well, go ahead, Mr. Wright. He's all yours. Why me?
You're the one who called him to the stand, so it's your responsibility.
Thanks, old chum. Can't you show me a little respect? Even just a shred? Nope. You may cross-examine a witness, Mr. Wright. I would if there was any testimony to cross-examine. I will have to press everything, I guess. I need to talk him out of this.
Hold it!
Come on, Larry. Can't you please give me something real to work with? Don't think I don't know about your tricks. If I say something careless, you're gonna shove some evidence at me with a loud objection and a super smug look on your face. Yeah, well, that is my job. And if I get found guilty, how are you gonna take responsibility for what you've done? Why should I take responsibility for just doing my job? You heartless jerk! Don't you have any compassion for me? Oh my god, this is horrible. I'm sorry, Mr. Butts, but if it wasn't Miss Wyatt that entered the hold with that card, then you're the most likely suspect. Nick, are you seriously doubting the innocence of your old childhood friend? Well, technically, yes. But it isn't personal, I assure you. Oh, a true friend will believe in me no matter what. Can't you see my tears? Don't they mean anything to you? Nick! You don't really think you could cry your way out of this, do you? Okay, fine! In that case...
Hold it!
Oh my god. Larry, listen to me. Shut up! I'm not talking to you anymore! This is getting us nowhere. Come off it, Larry. If you don't quit fooling around and start testifying, Miss Wyatt will be found guilty. For real? If no new information comes out of this cross-examination, then yes, Mr. Butts. For real.
Not that I would have a problem with that myself.
Larry, just tell us the truth already. Did you or didn't you go into the hold and move a lantern up to the reception hall? I never moved any bull lantern, I tell ya!
Bull lantern?
What? Did I say something weird?
You told me that you didn't attend the wedding reception.
Yeah, so what?
Then that's odd. No one in this courtroom ever mentioned the sex of the lantern that was moved. So how could you know it was a bull lantern?
You didn't have to actually go to the reception to know that. Anyone could tell it with 2 pegables by looking at the Flying Chapel's pamphlet.
All I can tell right now is that there's a strong scent of bull in the air right in here.
Please add that last statement to your testimony, Mr. Butts. Yeah, it's a man and a woman bull. Well, here's the pamphlet. And it says there's a man and a woman bull.
Objection!
I want you to take a look at this, Mr. Butts. Because unfortunately for you, the pamphlet clearly shows a peg cow and a peg bull in their example diagram of the reception hall.
Huh?
But on that day, instead of putting a peg cow and peg bull out for the bride and groom, there are 2 male peg bulls on display. Yet somehow you knew there were 2 peg bulls in the reception hall that day.
There's only one way you'd know something like that, Larry. It was you who moved the pegable to the reception hall, wasn't it? Ah!
No. Larry, you didn't.
Mr. Butts, did you move the lantern containing the victim's body to the reception hall? That's what it looks like. What? Wait, Nick! You don't think I'm the murderer, do you?
Maybe you missed a Gloomsbury with fighting over Miss Wyatt and you ended up killing him?
Maya, not you too! Look, I did sneak into the reception, but that's as far as it went. You No, me, I'm gonna try to fly! You snuck into the reception. Yeah, sure, but some of the sprocket men kinda locked me up in one of the cabins. It was pretty awful, actually. But that's what I made that drawing of the pterodactyl I showed you, Nick.
Ixnay on the aerodactyl pate, Larry. Mr. Wright, not even you would take this force that far, would you?
We are talking about Larry. What do I do? May I accuse Larry of being the true culprit? No, of course not. No, you're right, Miss Edgeworth. Mr. Butts didn't have a reason to kill Mr. Gloomsbury. He might have had an imaginary reason to kill Soren Sprocket, sure, but not Mr. Gloomsbury.
After all, he did steal Mrs. Sprocket's bride and tried to elope with her.
Just because I tried to steal somebody's bride doesn't make me a murderer.
I believe you, Larry. And I don't think you killed anybody either.
You would never do anything like that. Nick, old buddy, old pal! I knew you'd come through for me! Funny that, considering your sworn testimony just now that we were through. Mr. Butts, it's time you told this court the whole truth. Understood? Yes. Witness testimony. Moving the lantern. It's just like Nick said. I'm the one who moved the lantern. You switched them. Wait, how did you get into the reception the first time? I was poking around the reception hall before the main event and saw a lantern was broken. There was a note on it that said, exchange with the one in the hold, Ellen. Oh, of course. So I decided to do Ellie a favor. Of course. So you switched the lanterns before the reception, did you? And that means the victim really was killed before the reception. I need to see that note again. It would appear Mr. Butts completely fell for the defendant's scheme. Scheme? What scheme?
This note from the defendant, exchanged with the one in the hold. Ellen. Mr. Butts moved the lantern with the body in it up to the reception hall because of this note. And thus he has become a suspect in Mr. Gloomsbury's murder.
That second lantern did feel pretty heavy. And I never would have thought there was a dead body in it. That was a note like that doing on a lantern in the first place. You've got it all wrong, Miss Edgeworth. I left that note for myself. It was simply a reminder because I can be very forgetful.
Objection!
What a sorry excuse, Miss Wyatt. Prosecution contends that this note shows one facet of the defendant's murderous plan. And you, Mr. Butts, you placed it right into Miss Wyatt's hands.
No way, Edgy! I don't believe it!
Objection!
Do you still really believe Miss Wyatt to be the culprit, Miss Edgeworth? Of course. The stance on the matter remains unchanged. If you think I'm wrong, then prove it with your cross-examination.
Gladly. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay.
Hold it!
The lantern you swapped out was a female Pegamoo, the Pegacow, right? Yeah, I guess. Why did you replace a female lantern with a male one? Because I was too busy trying not to get caught. I didn't have time to check for little details like that. If you didn't want to get caught, you could have just left well enough alone, you know. Whatever! Anyway, I went out to take a look at the broken lantern. I saw...
Hold it!
That note wasn't addressed to you, was it? Well, I guess not, but... how could I let my dear sweet Ellie do all that hard physical labor on her own? It's precisely that thought process that constantly gets you in trouble, Larry. Besides, it was my big chance to show her how much I cared about her.
Hold it!
Nobody saw you the whole time when you were switching the lanterns. Nope, I didn't get caught. Not that time, anyway. Not that time? Yeah, when I tried to sneak into the reception hall the first time. I didn't have as much luck. Sprocket guy spotted me and nabbed me. All of my words are failing me right now. Pretty exciting, don't you think? Larry, you need help. Yes. And then they locked me up in one of the cabins. Nick, what are you asking about stuff like this for anyway? Shouldn't you be trying to prove Ellie's innocence? Well, in that statement of his importance to the case, yes. Mr. Butt's trying to crash the reception and subsequently getting locked up in a cabin. I believe this might be important facts in this case, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Butt, please ask that statement to your testimony. Then how did you get out? How did you get out? How do I prove that? Huh. How did you get out?
Objection!
Wait, no, that's wrong. Whoops. I'm not thorough enough. I need to press it, I guess. 50%. Nope. Ugh.
Hold it!
So you got locked up. Then what happened? I broke out. Then I started looking for Ellie and wanted to the reception hall again. That's when I saw the broken lantern and replaced it. Even after they caught you and locked you up, you still went looking for Miss Wyatt. But hold on a minute. What is it, Nick? Maya, doesn't something seem weird to you? Larry's saying he replaced the lantern after you broke out of the cabin. That's right. Oh wait, huh? You're right. It doesn't make much sense, does it? Yeah. It was the second reception he did it for. Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. Mr. Butt moves the lantern after he broke out of the cabin, but that contradicts with this. Yeah. Before the reception even began. So I was right. Is that? Yes, it's the broken lantern, Your Honor. Mr. Butt, what you're saying doesn't make any sense at all. What? Why not? You swapped the lanterns before the reception began, right? Yes, that's what I said, isn't it? But you also just said that you swapped the lanterns after you got locked up in a cabin for trying to take it to the reception. In other words, you're saying you swapped the lanterns both before the reception and after the reception took place? That certainly doesn't make any sense, does it? Mr. Butt, did you swap the lanterns before or after the reception? Which was it, before or after? There's a word of difference between the two. Well, Mr. Butt? I guess I can expect guys like you to understand. In a nutshell, it was both before and after the reception. What? I tried to sneak into the first reception and get locked up. The first reception? Yeah, there were two. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. Then, through the power of Ellie's pendant, time got rewound and we went back to the time before the reception. It was after that when I replaced the lantern. So it was both before the reception and after the reception. Get it? We went back in time to before the reception. So of course the reception would take place one more time after that, right? That's why I said what I said makes perfect sense.
Mr. Wright, what in the world is the witness talking about? Has he developed some sort of intellectual ailment I'm not aware of since I saw him last?
Well, the Sprockets seem to remember the time skip, but I do. And Ellie remembers it too. I think the power of our love for each other made that miracle happen. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but could you please translate this man's gibberish so the rest of us can understand? So now I have to be the one to explain about the whole time travel thing. Come on, Nick. I know you can do it. Looks like you don't have much choice, Nick. To heck with it. I can't lose any more of my dignity today anyway.
The defendant, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has told the defense the following strange story. She said that after the reception ended, she was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury. She claims that, as she was being assaulted, she made a wish upon her pendant. Please take me back to that blissful moment. In doing so... time apparently rewound itself to just before the reception began. If what? I know it's hard to believe, but think about it this way. Through the power of the pendant, both Ellen Wyatt and Larry Butt experienced time travel. What? Oh my god.
Objection!
What absolute rubbish. Mr. Wright, I've heard my fair share of your nonsense over the years. But this takes a cake. Have you thoroughly lost your mind?
Objection!
But this is simply the conclusion I came to. Using that logic ability you love so much. Oh! What? The truth of the matter is, the future president of Sprocket Aviation, Soren Sprocket, has been researching time machines. So what if a time machine had already been successfully created? And what if that's one of Sprocket Aviation's top secret inventions? A time machine? Yeah, I even saw something while we were time traveling. I saw a pterodactyl fly through the sky. Maybe the airship was set to travel through time for the honeymoon trip. What? A pterodactyl?
Objection!
You can't possibly have any evidence to back up your ridiculous time travel story. Well, as I thought. In any case, I now have the evidence to prove that you're no more intelligent than Larry. Not so fast now, Edgy. I'm not the same old Larry you used to know. Oh? You want evidence? I've got your evidence right here! This is a photo I secretly took of the first reception! What? What? Oh my god! Larry, I can't believe you! Well, anyway, good job! If we compare the photos of the first and second receptions and can find a difference, then we'll be able to prove that the reception was held twice. But do you really think such a difference exists? Yes, Your Honor. I just need some time to find it for you. This is preposterous. Well, very well. Please show the court what's different then. This is proof positive that the wedding reception was held twice. Color of the flowers, I think. Yes. Color of the flowers.
Take that!
Please direct your attention to Miss Wyatt's bouquet of flowers. In the photo one of her in-laws took, the defendant is holding a yellow bouquet. But in the photo Mr. Butts took, she's holding a red bouquet. You're right! That's impossible. What does this mean? It means that the defendant really did experience 2 wedding receptions. And she did that when she traveled back through time. What? Nick, you did it! You proved Ellen's time travel story to be true. Yeah, I can hardly believe it myself. Just as Ellen said, the reception was held twice. This turned every assumption we based this trial on upside down. Oh my god. What is it now, Edgeworth? I refuse to accept such a ludicrous argument. Time travel, here's the proof. A living dinosaur presents the charge! Oh, come on, Strapstream. Seriously? Bird. There's simply no such thing as time travel. I know it's hard, but can you just suspend your disbelief for 1 nanosecond, Edgeworth? But sci-fi movies push all your buttons the wrong way, don't they, Miss Edgeworth? Listen, you know they would do that. I mean, yeah, true. I can totally picture you yelling, "That would never happen!" every 5 seconds at the screen. Oh wow, I'm quite late considering it's a Sunday stream. Yeah, no worries, Wingen. Welcome to the stream. Happy you came by anyway. This is also one of the 3 cases I've never done. Well, good job. You're experienced it for the first time now.
Maybe you should stay away from movie dates altogether.
That's neither here nor there. And Phoenix is like, oh dang it, I wanted him to see a movie. This is real life we're talking about. Never did the bonus ones for 8 to 25 or Rise from the Ashes. Oh my god, you really should have. You really should do the Orca case though. I mean, I did that one. This is real life we're talking about. But the proof is clearly shown in the 2 photographs. That's right, Miss Edgeworth. No matter how inexpensive... The Orca one sounds so fun. It is. You really should play that one.
Fine, I'll entertain your absurd disillusion. Only to demolish it before your very eyes.
What? I find the best way to experience all these cases is through stream. Saves me the hassle of losing all my points and getting game overs. Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised that I haven't gotten a game over yet recently. I mean, I've gotten better at these games, I guess.
Let's start with this then, shall we? There is one thing your time travel theory fails to explain. And that is the memories of other guests there. The defendant and Larry remember the reception occurring twice. But no member of the Sprocket family has even mentioned such a thing.
Because the time machine is classified to...
I'm not done, you bird brain.
Bird brain?
As I was saying, if the entire family had been sworn to secrecy, then why hadn't they sworn the woman who was married into the family to secrecy too?
Because they didn't see her as family. That's a good point.
Honestly, all it takes is a little common sense, Mr. Wright.
Even still, how do we know that the trip through time did not really occur? There is proof in the photos that it did. And besides, if time travel doesn't exist, well, I'd be a little disappointed, frankly. I was hoping to go back to the days of my youth.
You mustn't allow yourself to be taken in by Mr. Wright's whimsical tales, Your Honor. I've read about it in various literature, you see.
Ouch.
And they all say that time travel is just not logically feasible.
Maybe our argument was just a little too nonsensical, Nick.
Well, in that case, why don't we put common sense to the test? Excuse me. When the reception was held twice, the photos are proof of that. But it wasn't because of time travel, simply because the reception had actually been held twice. Isn't that the most reasonable way to interpret the situation?
Would you care to elaborate, Mr. Wright?
If time travel doesn't exist, then there's only one way to make sense of what happened. Somebody must have orchestrated this strange phenomenon, and that somebody is...
everyone at the reception.
What if all of the guests at the reception conspired together to hold the reception twice and keep quiet about it?
What?
And for what purpose would they conspire to do such a thing?
Well, to frame Ellen for the murder.
A brilliant deduction defense.
Oh my god!
I can tell that you are not a renowned lawyer for nothing. I must say, I underestimated you.
How so, Mr. Nickety?
You have managed to name each event, precisely as they happened. You have revealed it all to the light of day.
Then that means...
It was us. We orchestrated the whole thing. Yes, the reception was held twice. But not because of time travel, no. We simply held it a second time.
What? Why? Why would you do such a thing?
Oh my god.
What is happening?
To make it as though the murder Miss Ellen committed never happened. Master Thornton figured that if Miss Ellen, who'd killed Bloomsbury after the first reception, experienced the reception one more time, she would think it was all a dream. It was he who ordered us to make it happen. However, only a few, myself included, knew of Miss Ellen's crime.
Are you saying most of the guests attended to receptions without knowing why?
Indeed. They needed no reason. Master Soren told them to do it. And do it they did.
Oh my god, Soren was in on it!
That is the Sprocket way.
Then who hid the body in the lantern?
We did. But we did not anticipate the petals finding their way in, nor the actions of Mr. Butts. And that's how you intended to cover the whole situation up? There is just one thing everyone here has wrong. The real scene of the murder was not the hold. It was the Vista deck.
I see. What? Then Miss Wyatt's recollection of the events must be correct!
I admit we tried to cover this incident up, but the fact that Miss Ellen killed Gloomsbury is undeniable.
This is quite a turn of events.
And so it appears you have arrived at the truth at last.
Now.
Please do feel free to travel back in time, Mr. Wright, and attempt to do this trial over again. Go on.
Let's not get hasty, Edgeworth.
I bet you can do it.
I bet I can't either!
Your Honor, we will have to hold a separate trial for the cover-up conspiracy later. But as far as this case goes, I believe you are ready for your ruling.
Objection!
No! Just before the defendant lost consciousness during her attack, she says she saw someone strike the victim. It's possible that this third party is the true culprit. I think it's Nickety. It's so obvious.
Objection!
Still want us to believe the defendant's words. Have you lost more than you touched during your time abroad? This third person nonsense is nothing but rubbish, and you know it.
But by the same token, how can we trust those who conspired and lied to this foul court to fool this court of law? For all we know, they might still be hiding something.
Never know when to quit, do you?
Nope, never. Now, calm down, both of you. I am settling this lover's quarrel now. In any case, there isn't enough trustworthy information yet for me to render a verdict. I suggest we continue the trial after both sides have investigated the matter further.
Very well, Your Honor.
Whew, that was close. Mr. Nickety, as for you and your cohort's attempts to cover up this crime, your case will be brought to a separate trial following the resolution of this current one.
Understood, Your Honor.
Well then, this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned. Wow, it's early. It's been only 2.5 hours. Well, I will have a bit of time to chat afterwards, because I wanted this trial to be in 2 parts. So, yeah. We'll stop for today. But we will have a chatting session. Woo! If anyone is still here to chat with, if that is the case. Well, just a little yapping. Just a little yapping indeed. Also, have you seen my statement on the VShojo drama yet, Wingen? I hope you did. I don't want to repeat myself. Yep, I watched it. Okay, good. So, in any case, I will shut down the game. The courtroom. It'll be a shame. Next time will be the last time I will be in here, after all. No more breaking into courtrooms. I mean, renting out courtrooms. That is. Yeah. I totally rent this courtroom. Totally. Oh, who am I kidding? Everyone knows I'm breaking into this courtroom. Ah! But hey, I'm not caught yet. I will never be caught. I'm too stealthy for that. The power of invisibility. You know, this trick I do here. Boop. Boop. So easy. So easy to just break into places. I don't have any snacks with me though. Maybe I need to look under the judge's desk again. Let me see. What is over here? Wow, the fridge is empty? Really? Sheesh, Judge, you need to stock up on your goods. Ooh, Swiss roll. Okay, I'll have a Swiss roll then. Okay. Okay. What is it? Right, so I have a little quiz. The Anime Expo Silent Hill F panel taught me something about visual novel writers in general. Yes, based on these summarized event answers to questions, which of these 3 panelists is Ryukishi 07? Visual novel writer. I'm going to give you a serious and understandable answer, as will I. I'm gonna compare it to salad dressing. Oh my god, salad dressing? Really? I'm gonna guess the salad dressing. Oh my god. Oh, the minds of visual novel writers, I swear. How did he compare it to salad dressing? That will probably be a very long writing, so I will leave you to that. Visual novel writers and their wild anecdotes, yeah. I have some anecdotes too, but they don't come to mind right now. I'm just watching as a sticker for a sec. I'm gonna see if someone else has posted something recently. I don't think so. Otherwise, yeah. Let me see. No, not yet. You shake it up, you add it to the salad, and then you peel away the layers, tasting everything. Oh my god, that's actually genius! That is actually genius. Wait. Wait, is Rance live right now? Later, he said. Oh my god, he's live right now. Oh my god, I want to rate Uma Musume stream. Okay, I'm gonna rate the Uma Musume stream. I don't care how many people are in this chat. There are some, but I don't care. I want to rate Rance again. It's been so long since I talked to this man. Okay. By the way, yeah, I'm also addicted to the horse racing game. Don't judge me, okay? Please don't judge me. Horse girls indeed, yes. I won't play it on stream. I play it on my phone in my off time. I'm too embarrassed to play it on stream. No. It's not in my... like. I also don't like to play a lot of gacha games on stream. That's my personal thing. Unlike Rance, who has no shame. Yeah, no, but everyone, freaking everyone is playing this game. Oh my gosh, I see a picture of ramen on Blue Sky. Holy crap, that looks the most delicious thing in the universe. Where is this? This looks amazing. Where? Hina, where are you? That looks so freaking... Oh my god, the menu is in French. She's in France. I'm not playing it, so I'm the exception. Yeah, you shouldn't play it. It's a gacha game. It will ruin you. I'm surprised I am playing it, but yeah. I'm always tempted to... yeah, when something is hyped enough, I'm tempted to play it, even though it's a gacha game. And I am very, very, very addicted right now. At least I got lucky in the gacha polls, I guess. I have a lot of 3 stars. I mean, not every 3-star, of course, but something to write home about, I guess. I don't have any luck on the support cards, though. Mine are awful. Played a gacha game, Mahjong Soul, my beloved, and I haven't spent a penny on it. Yeah, good. Free-to-play gachas are the thing to do. Is he gonna wrap up the stream soon, or is he still busy? I want to make it to 3 hours, but if he... Okay, he's still busy. Oh, he just started! Perfect! Oh, I'm so gonna rate him! From a court case to a freaking... Oh my god. Oh, I so want to rate him. This is the perfect chance. I'm actually really happy I ended early today. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's my plan now. Oh, I love it. Okay, okay. I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna do that later. Well, what was the raid command again? I haven't raided in a while. Raid command switch. Okay, that's slash. Okay. Good. That's the plan. But now for another 50 minutes of yapping. What yap about? Yeah, that Uma Musume game is addicting as heck. I'm not good at it though. I don't have a lot of completed playthroughs yet. I suck. It's more difficult than it appears, actually. It's so... I really, really wish that I've gotten better cards. I've heard about the Horse Girl gacha, but I've never seen anything of it. As a visual novel enjoyer, I'm going to call it Schrodinger's Horse Girls. Yeah, it's fascinating. It's based off of real-life Japanese horse racing, but instead of horses, they are turning its anime girls now. And it's weird. The horses they're based on are both male and female, but all of the horse girls are horse girls. Why aren't there horse guys in this universe? Why? Why are all the horses turning to girls? Even the guy horses. Golden Shippu was one of those. That's a guy horse. And they turn him into an anime girl. Why? What's the logic in that? Fan service, that's why. Anime. My gosh. Why am I even based off of the anime? Like, I'm not a fan service type of person. Why am I... because I like the art style, I guess. I saw everyone bonding and donating fancy grass to the one retired racehorse. That only won her last race post-retirement, but lost the 100. Oh, yeah! Oh my god, they donated a bunch of grass to everyone. I do want to donate grass to Horse Shippu, but I don't have money. I'm broke. We need... Do I need to start a GoFundMe to just donate to a horse? Poor horse that lost 100 races. I'm amazed at the endurance of this horse. Over 100 races done? That is the most... That is a test of endurance if I've ever seen one. That's amazing, actually. How long had that horse been racing? Sheesh. How many races were they held? How big is Japanese horse racing? My goodness. I mean, can't have too much endurance if the horse never won anything. He's still bad. They still did their best. Wait, which horse was that? What was the horse's name? Is it... Horse that lost 112 races. I don't know. I don't see any Japanese horses, so that's a fail. Ugh, what is it now, computer? Stupid. The computer has just the worst bug sometimes. It makes the weirdest noises. And it always gives me a heart attack, like, what? What's wrong? Please don't disconnect from OBS again. Yeah, that also happens sometimes. I like to think that Discord is just way too powerful. Discord? What am I saying? OBS is too powerful. It's using too much baggage. What else? I mean, Uma Musume is popular, I guess, but... Based on real horses. The real-life inspirations, there it is. Oh, Haru Urara. That's the horse. In 6 years, this horse raced 113 races. 113 races in 6 years. How is that possible? How many freaking races are there done every year? What? My goodness. Haru Urara is the best horse, yes. Together with Gold Ship. Gold Ship is just... Gold Ship is hilarious. So many horses. Oh my god. The anime girl's hair color is just the coat color of the horse. Oh my god. They're more faithful than I thought it would. Only Haru has pink hair because of the pink ear. So cute, actually. Well, except my ex's horse who shared his horse snacks with me. Surprisingly decent taste for something that's... Ew! Why would you do that? Wait, that's disgusting. Oh my god. I don't want to wait any longer though. I want to raid. Why wouldn't I do that? It said liquor. Ew! Ew! Who even eats licorice? Look. I don't like licorice. So why? That's disgusting. I don't know. I mean, we are pretty close to 3 hours, so don't care. I want to raid. If you guys don't mind, I'm getting bored of talking about horses. I want to see them. I want to see Rand's race. Oh, trust me, Scandinavian candy is built different. We eat snacks made of for fertilizer. What? Isn't fertilizer made of poop? You know? What? Oh my god, Scandinavia. I will never go there. I will be careful of the candy aisle then if I ever go to Scandinavia. I just go back to my chocolate aisle. Thank you very much. And my candy aisle. My sour candy aisle. I haven't gotten any sour candy with me. I ate all of them yesterday. I need to stock up tomorrow. All the stores are closed right now. I really want some. I haven't gotten a snack with me because I knew that the stream was gonna be shorter. Yeah. Don't worry, it's not organic fertilizer. It's the chemical ammonium chloride and it's delicious. I'm gonna keep your word for it, but yeah, no. I'm gonna ignore you for a while. Ammonium chloride? Isn't ammonium deadly? Oh my god. Anyway, I think I will rain now. The mineral is commonly formed on burning coal dumps from condensed of coal-derived gases. It's also found around some types of volcanic vents. Minerals as fertilizer and a flavoring agent in some type of licorice. Scandinavia, man! What? You're eating volcanic ash? I mean... I've heard of some breads that are buried in volcanic ash to cook properly, but freaking you're just eating licorice flavored with volcanic ash. How is that called in the Isles? What flavor licorice is that? Is that volcanic? Is there a volcanic licorice flavor? I don't know, smoky licorice? It's commonly called something about salmiak? Wait a second, I saw that flavor in the grocery store. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Now I actually know what salmiak means. Okay, good. Now I know what that is. And I will never eat it ever. Try it on stream, preferably over my dead body. I will eat that during the cursed ramen stream if that happens. If I ever find my bingo card again and not clear it. It hasn't been cleared yet, I know that, but... 100 bits. How many bits for salmiak tasted? Oh my god. I will not. I'm not gonna force you to give bits by eating salmiak licorice. I hate licorice. Why would you have me eat that? I'm not gonna. You don't get to bribe me with bits. I don't do this for the money. You know that. I only do this to have fun, I guess. And to meet people. There haven't been any new people on stream lately, though. And I need to branch out the rants anyway, so why not raid? 4 minutes, though. I will wait for 4 minutes. By the way, I think Rance is lurking right now. He has one of my streams open while he is streaming, which is dedication. Thank you. But I don't think that works in my streaming schedule. My viewers have to be active. The tab has to be like actively watched in for it to count as an actual viewer. So yeah, lurkers, awesome. You're doing great. I appreciate it. But Twitch is onto your game. Yeah. Rance really wants to be friends with me, I guess. I want to be friends with him too. But the courage to DM him is so horrible. It's horrible. I really need to try and join that one server, but I'm horrible at asking. I'm horrible at asking, ever. Do I need to leave my DMs open? P.S. Don't heat up your Scandinavian candies. It decomposes into ammonia. Why? Why is it a thing? Why do you eat that? I mean, if it's digesting in your stomach, doesn't it heat up as well? Don't you produce the gas in your stomach then? What? What is this freaking logic? Why do you do this to yourselves? Reading this wiki article, I also wonder why we eat it. You just ruined yourself on how salmiak was made. I'm eating some right now and reading it. Good job. It's just like eating hot dogs while watching how it was made. Yeah, don't watch how hot dogs are made. It's made out of butcher's garbage. Like the cuts of beef that are just disposed of afterwards. Just like McDonald's chicken nuggets. That's not true, but it was very much the case. That was considered to be the case in the past, I think. That was what the theory was. Best to just enjoy and not think about what's in it. Yeah. I like hot dogs too, man. I want hot dogs for dinner. But my parents are gonna be busy. Maybe I'll just make hot dogs for myself, but that's just too much work. And I will have to do the dishes then. Maybe I'll get my sister to do the dishes if she wants to eat hot dogs with me. I wanna eat hot dogs. It's ketchup and a smidge of Dijon mustard. That's how I like mine. I actually eat Dijon mustard. That's like very lightly. I only like I just dip my knife into the mustard and then just spread it over the hot dog bun. And then I put the hot dogs in it with the ketchup normally. Dijon mustard is amazing. less mustard, and even French shepherd. Oui, oui. Bien sûr, c'est français. That's not proper French, but... Oh yeah, oh yeah. I remember just my grandfather. He loved Dijon mustard. He loves Dijon mustard too, and he even has a special kind of mustard that was even stronger than that. And he will put it on everything. Sometimes, I think I've heard my dad tell that he even dropped one of the mustards on a tablecloth once and it just made a hole into the tablecloth. I don't know if I'm talking out of my butt here, but I like to believe that it's true. That's how strong it was. And he just, my grandfather would eat it with every meal. But now it's not in stores anymore, so he switched to Tabasco and just puts Tabasco on everything. Yeah. I don't eat the Tabasco, but I once came over to his house for dinner, and I wanted to put pepper in my soup. I didn't realize that it was white pepper instead of black pepper. It was way too spicy. Yeah. I thought I was serious on flavors when I was cooking, but no, my grandfather is like, yeah, no, just put a ton of pepper in it. Pro tip, 2 parts mayo, 1 part Dijon mustard. Amazing in a toasted sandwich. Ooh, that sounds great. I'm getting hungry, will you stop? I need to raid. It's been 3 hours, I need to raid so I can make myself some food. I am hungry. Now I want to make hot dogs. But first we need to say hi to Rans. Okay. Some nice chorizo and other spiced sausages and a couple of slices of cheese with butter. Oh, stop! Stop it! Stop it! I'm hungry. I'm more than just chemical eating. Yeah. My favorite sandwich is toasted bread with brie, honey, a toasted nut mix, and some bacon bits. Like freshly baked into a pan. That is my favorite sandwich of all time. That is just heaven in a bite. Brie is just the best cheese, man. And that's also French. I've never tried that, but I do enjoy all those parts of it. It is the best sandwich you will ever eat. Eat it. Brie is peak indeed. Yes. I also like Camembert and Chaume. Those 3 are my top 3 cheeses right now. Maybe it's a bit too basic in the French places, but yeah, I really like those. Is Chaume's even a French cheese? Let me look that up. Chaume's. Yeah, it's in southwest France. In Antoine de Brie, in the Périgord in southwest France. It is so good. The texture of that cheese is great. Ah, the cheese. We sometimes have a cheese board for dinner when my mom is lazy. Yeah, I love a good cheese board. Oh, Camembert is so classic, but so strong. You don't eat Camembert, like, you don't eat a whole cheese wheel in one sitting. Yeah, it has to be savored through most of the days, and then your fridge will stink. So yeah, I don't... So when we usually eat a cheese board, then we hide the cheese like it's a very remote location. The worst cheese is goat cheese, because it'll confuse people when they call Brie the goat cheese. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I'm not fond of goat cheese either, only in very specific circumstances, if it's baked well into a dish. But on its own, I don't like the texture that much. It's a bit too grainy for my taste. I like softer cheeses. Anyway, we need to raid. I'm getting hungry. I need to raid. I need to stop.
Before Rance quits. Okay, which slash was it again? This one? Yes. Raid. Rance. Okay. Is everyone ready to raid? I think only Winging can answer that. Is everyone ready to raid? I need to switch to Rance's channel though. I need to watch it in real time. Okay. Thanks for the stream. Let's go look at the horse girls. Yes, indeed. Oh my god, he also has Rudolph. I need to raid, okay? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Hmm? Yeah, he's going. He's